Guys, we're coming to you live. We're going to be live for about, I don't know, an hour or two. I'm not sure, guys. But I will say this. We have a lot to discuss, including going over the big heavyweight fight that played out this past Saturday from London, England at the O2 Arena. Fabio Wardley stops Joseph Parker. We'll get into all of that and much, much more in the latest edition of WaraWeek Boxing Chats.
Fabio presents Big Time Boxing USA on WaraWeek Radio.
Guys, welcome. Happy Monday evening to all of you guys. Hope you guys had an excellent weekend and are gearing up for tricks or treats this Saturday coming up. Yeah. Guys, look, we already have someone in the queue. Guys, it's my pleasure to introduce at this time my brother Anthony Manzano. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Hi, Joe. This result didn't shock me. Really didn't.
I'm sorry, what?
This result, Fabio winning this fight, the result didn't shock me really because me and a few of my friends were talking about this on.
Well, it shouldn't have shocked you if you listened to the show, Anthony. We told you this was going to happen, brother.
Yeah.
Last week, in fact, we told you guys this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I hope. Oh, and my brother SSP Diving. Yes, I'm glad you were able to make a few bucks off Wardley. We told you guys this was going to happen. It pays to listen to us on WaraWeek Boxing.
Yeah.
And we love you, SSP Diving. Thank you, brother. Big Luke. Good to see you, my friend. Love you, man. My brother in Christ there. Guys, and before we get Anthony's take on all this and give you my take, I have to remind everyone that this show is always brought to you by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. Guys, if you haven't already surrendered your life to Jesus, today's the day, guys. Start your journey towards eternal salvation. Oh, and my brother G Funky Boxing. Meet the new boss. Yes, I love the Who. Woo, good to see you. That's another one of my brothers in Christ. Love you, G. Doing great job, man, in the Sacramento Stockton area, brother. Love you, man. Anthony, so as you were, my friend.
Yeah, me and my friends were talking about, we set up a space on Facebook previewing this fight and stuff like that, and we were saying that what we're worried about, actually, one of the things we were saying is that it didn't shock us that it was going to happen the way it did because Joseph Parker really does not have that type of power that's going to keep Fabio from walking him down. And that's what happened the whole fight. Joe, did you see that Fabio was basically...
Well, look, don't, you know what? That's really unfair because anyone who weighs over 250 pounds can knock you out with one shot. This is the heavyweight division, guys. And yes, Joseph Parker isn't the one-hitter quitter guy, but he sure did that against an out of shape fat Martin Bacoli. Right? Look, guys, this is the heavyweight division, and this is why this fight played out as spectacularly as it did. Because it's the heavyweight division, guys. This is why it was always pre and post Klitschko. It's been so thrilling. Guys, look how many great heavyweight matchups we've seen. And I was speaking to my brother G, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, man, I can't stand watching Joseph Parker. He's so boring." Yeah, well, when he's paired up against guys who are old geezers, who are basically either shot or have a 3-round gas tank, yeah, or out of shape. And we were telling you guys, Joseph Parker is smoke and mirrors, guys. He is the same guy who got knocked out by Joe Joyce. And we told you this. Look, what did he prove? Oh, he's got Deontay Wilder. He's got Zhilei Zhang. He's got Martin Bacoli on his resume. And in the immortal words of Dan Raphael, he deserves a shot against Alexander Usyk. My ass. Now, guys, once again, are you seeing now what we've been professing for the past month leading up to this fight? That his resume is smoke and mirrors. He's been fighting a bunch of geezers. And he's been fighting, like, Martin Bacoli isn't a geezer, but he's a fat ass who hadn't even had a camp yet. Remember, he was a substitute for Daniel Dubois.
Mm-hmm.
That guys, we've been telling you this. He's not that good. His resume is very misleading. Once again, and we are big proponents on don't look at the resume. That's a casual fan take to someone who doesn't know what they're looking at. They focus too heavily on resume.
Mm-hmm.
And going into this fight, yeah, you better carry a sledgehammer to the ring because Fabio Wardley, you can't hurt him. You can get his attention. You can stun him maybe, but you're not going to have you ever seen him seriously hurt in any fight?
No, honestly, and I'm going to say this, Joe, the next fight for him is Moses Italma.
I'll give you 2 reasons why that doesn't happen. Because they're the 2 studs, young studs, in Frank Warren's stable. Why the hell is he going to put them in the ring together when
Fabio's
the fight
young?
isn't
Really?
that? Listen, why are you going to put him in the ring right now when the fight isn't that big? You've got to build this matchup. Give Moses Italma, who's been scratched from what I was just told from the guys at Queensberry. They've been scratched. He's been scratched from the December 13th card because they couldn't find an opponent. Apparently, Huey Fury priced himself out. So, yeah, he's without an opponent now. So he's been scratched from the December 13th card, which is now in the headliner by itself, Derek Chisora versus Dillian White. Why would you do that, though? Look, there's a rule, Promotions 101, guys. If you have a young prospect who you think is going to carry your promotional banner for the next 5, 6, 7 years, you stay away from big punchers. Why the hell would you put your young blue chip prospect in the ring with a big punching machine like Fabio Wardley?
Or how about him versus Fabio versus Caballero?
Caballero has his hands full against the big Albanian next year.
Who do you think Usyk's the
Honestly,
only fight?
I'll tell you who I'd stick him in the ring with. I'd stick him in the ring with Filip Rogovich. Or, what's his name? Adelaide. Oh, wait a minute. He's already fought him, hasn't he? I'd stick him in the ring with Effie Ajagba or somebody.
So for Moses, you would actually put him against you want to see, how about him versus Joseph Parker or someone? Like the
No, Joseph Parker, man. Look. The guy who was happiest, and I can guarantee this, the gentleman who was happiest that Fabio Wardley pulled the knockout out of his bag, right, in the championship rounds, was none other than Frank Warren. Because Joseph Parker cannot sell tickets. And he's a guy who has received inflated purses because of his stints with Deontay Wilder, Martin Bacoli, Zhilei Zhang, and he's grown. That's the only reason why this fight was on pay-per-view, guys. Because in any universe, is this a pay-per-view headliner?
nope.
No, but we warned you guys. We told you. When everyone was stinking on this pay-per-view, we said, oh, wait a minute. Hey, well, if it's a bad pay-per-view, and if it's a non-pay-per-view worthy fight, how did the fight play out already? Dude, guys, judge slowly, because it turned out to be an excellent main event and one of the best heavyweight fights of the year that we've seen. Guys, it was
the
an
card any
absolute
good, Joe?
stunner. It was beautiful. Go ahead, Anthony.
Did you like any of the undercard?
No, I didn't care. And you know what? This is what happens, though. When you look, Joseph Parker demanded so much money that the Zone had no choice but to put it on pay-per-view. And because he's not a big ticket seller, you couldn't put it anywhere bigger than the O2 Arena. So with the live gate being as limited as it was, who are you going to put on the prelims? Nobody, guys. So that's why the undercard was so bad. Joseph Parker was taking up all the damn money because so Frank Warren was like, yes, my man Fabio Wardley put this non-ticket selling old geezer, fat ass, who came in at 264, beat his ass. But red flag, guys, this is the second straight fight in which Fabio Wardley's getting outboxed and is losing on the scorecards, and he comes up with the one-hitter quitter, right? Comes up with the big knockout when he's down on the judges' scorecards. And guys, we're just getting started. We're going to get into all of the controversy. We're going to talk about Howard Foster strikes again, right? We're going to talk all about that, guys. Slide and Counter says, hold on. Slide and Counter says, Wardley is dangerous all the way through. And so physically and mentally tough, his will in there is what's... Yes, and we told you guys that. Last week, we told you guys that. I've never seen him hurt. He's got a granite chin, and he's got that one-hitter quitter. He's got that big, heavy right hand. So he is always in there. Everyone's talking about... Well, we'll get into that in just a bit, guys. And JumpTube says, man, I'd love to see Justice Hooney fight Fabio Wardley. Or, I mean, Moses Itauma. Maybe. But not a lot of guys. Well, here's the problem with Moses Itauma. Because he's such a stud and he's such a standout, finding willing opposition is going to cost Frank Warren a lot of money. And so that's the problem at this time. You want to bring him up and you want to nurture him to where you're cultivating his skills along the way and giving him that experience, giving him that seasoning, because he's not learning a damn thing fighting Dillian White and blasting him within a round. He's not learning anything, guys. You need to find someone who doesn't have heavy hands, but is going to give him. So Justice Hooney might be the recipe for success. That's a good call, JumpTube. Good to see you, my friend.
That's what, honestly, Joe, that's what I'm saying. Maybe a Joseph Parker would help him a little bit for Moses.
Joseph Parker would demand way too much money. Once again, let's try again. Let's get Joseph Parker out of the way. Damaged Goods. Remember, this is the same guy who got blasted and beaten up by the juggernaut, the shot Joe Joyce, slower than molasses Joe Joyce. He's the same guy, guys, and we've been telling you that.
Is Andy Ruiz still fighting?
Andy Ruiz wants more money than Joseph Parker. What are you talking about? Next. Same with Deontay Wilder. Don't even mention those geezers. They've been pampered, spoiled, and they've got this sense of entitlement where they demand like $10 million. Screw them. They should be sitting right next to Mikey Garcia. Hey, you've had a nice career. But in what universe do they actually deserve that much money at this time? At this juncture of their career?
Is King Kong still fighting?
Yes, Luis Ortiz just fought last month. He knocked this guy out in a round. Dude, once again, why would you well, he's a southpaw. Yes, he's older than the Hills. He's, 72? But he's got heavy hands. He can punch, and he's an excellent counterpuncher. He's dangerous still. At least for the first 3 rounds, he's dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't... could that help a guy like Moses or not? Not so much.
No, you want a warhorse, a guy who's going to take some punishment, but be conditioned enough so it's going to give him some seasoning, give him some rounds, give him some different looks. I think Efe Ajagba is right there on tap. Yes, he's a big puncher. He's got that big right hand, but that's all he has, a big right hand. That's it. He's a one-trick pony, and you can take that away. But, this is the heavyweight division, guys. So you're going to face a lot of big punchers. That's why Huey Fury was perfect, but he priced himself out from what I was told. But guys, we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna shift gears a little bit. And we're gonna go back to this, and we're gonna address the stoppage. Ooh, everyone has an opinion on that. We're gonna address the stoppage right after this.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Can you see this? Here we go, guys. And this has nothing to do with anything, but I just had to laugh. This was hilarious because the fat gopher on Caddyshack was finally called out by someone who actually knows what he's doing. Here it goes. You ready?
About to end this conversation, though, but partner, I want to tell you, you're wrong, man.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Every time bug come out your mouth, it's always negative. You will say good things, but then you'll follow up with something negative that you want to see because you the hater. You the fucking hater, dog. I promise you that. And I can't believe that. The way that you think about another brother, you sad, brother. You sad. If I ever see you, I'm going to tell you in your face, you're sad. You're sad. You're sad, dog. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I hope somebody listens to this podcast. I hope somebody listens to this interview to know and put it out there. You're sad, brother. You're sad. You ain't no boxing fan. You're a straight hater. You're a straight hater.
Y'all don't want to fight boots. I'm sad because y'all ducking boots. How am I sad because y'all ducking boots?
Oh, man. I'm about to end this.
Okay. Guys, I just had to show that. That's hilarious. Because someone finally called out that big mouth, know nothing twit. Right? It's about time. It's about time. Everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is nothing but negative, fan-driven nonsense and noise. That's it. And it's about time.
It seems like his host knows more about boxing. Like, to me, the co-host seems to know more about boxing than he does, to be honest.
That guy. Yeah, he's everything wrong with the diehard fan base of boxing in America. It's like somewhere along the way, they were tricked into thinking that being overtly negative about everything is a more intelligent way of looking at our beloved boxing.
And I laughed. The first thing he brought up was everybody's ducking boots.
Yeah, that's why he fought Uisma Lima, right? Because Bakram Murtazaliev wasn't available? Because Virgil Ortiz... No. Guys, Make no mistake about this. These are prize fighters. Like Boots, in most of the matchups at 154, I would favor him because he's that good. Make no mistake about it. But it's a matter of finances. He's a product of inflated purses. And what do we always say on this show? If you pay out inflated purses, it makes it virtually impossible to put together the best fights available.
Yeah,
and why?
oil sauce.
And why? Because if you're Boots Ennis and you're making $3 million rock to fight Uisma Lima, how much are you going to demand to face Sebastian Fundora? How much are you going to demand for Virgil Ortiz? How much are you going to demand for
10 million?
How much are you going to demand for Bakram Murtazaliev, who isn't a ticket seller as well?
For Virgil and
did you see the shit crowd that was there for Uisma Lima?
Yeah.
There's only about 7,000 fans, guys. Look, even in his hometown, he's not a big ticket seller unless you pair him up well.
Yeah, and he's gonna. I was being sarcastic, but I think knowing Eddie, he's gonna give him like 10 million, 12 million for the Virgil fight or Fundora fight. I like Virgil, but he himself, he's not a big ticket seller.
Oh my gosh! See, this is and I just have to laugh because Crawford. Oh man, everyone's like, "Oh, he had the opportunity to fight Crawford." Yeah, really? From what I was told, Crawford was demanding $50 million to fight Boots Ennis. Who the hell is going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for that?
Nobody.
Exactly. And then we've got what? Shakur versus Tio. Eddie Hearn recently saying, well, you know, there are many networks who are looking to invest in this fight. Name one. You've got two prima donna bitches who are a product of inflated purses and who notoriously price themselves out. What network is interested? Not ESPN, not Netflix. DAZN? That's going to put it on pay-per-view. Unless Turkey Al-Sheikh is interested, and he's not. Because these guys aren't worth it. They don't move the needle. But that's what you get. That's what you get when you pay out inflated purses. And so G-Funky's right. Boots will ask for $10 million to fight Crawford. Yes, at least. And is it worth it? No. He's not. And JumpTube is talking Spurs. Woo! Wemby 10 for 10 from the free throw line. I love it. Come on, Wembenyana. Yeah. Guys, I just had to show you. Do you want to see another one so we can go back into this, Anthony?
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
See this, Anthony. Yeah. This is pretty funny, guys. This is pretty funny.
No, Turkey, this is what you got to do to corner Bud in. You make him fight Ashley Iglesias at 168 or drop the belts. Give the rightful champion, the person that is the best at 168, Ashley Iglesias. Crawford need to drop them belts or fight Ashley Iglesias.
I mean, he just won. It's too early to drop. He ain't even got a mandatory
You ain't cut from the TBE cloth, nigga. You fighting old-ass Canelo. Canelo been washed up. Motherfucker got 70 goddamn fights with knees like an 80-year-old. You act like you went out there and did something with that stiff-ass shoulder roll. You ain't Floyd, nigga. Now fight Boots. Boots gonna put you on your ass, boy. Boots ain't the same Boots before Boots. It's tremendous. He gonna body Virgil Ortiz. He gonna knock out that Abraham Lincoln ass nigga. Y'all think a boogeyman. Put his ass back on the penny. I'm telling you this.
He called Bakram Abraham.
What you think he gonna do at 160?
Lord, that was funny.
He gonna run through them niggas too. Janet Beck too. Crawford don't want to fight no Janet Beck. He don't want to fight no Ashley Iglesias. He looking for some cherries. He picking cherries right now, trying to pick up fake legacy. You ain't Floyd, dog. You ain't got the shoulder roll. You ain't got the defense. You ain't got the IQ. And you know, Turkey, this.
Okay. Anthony, what is your take on that terrible fan take that we just heard? You know what, G Funky? I'm getting tired of that, brother. What a great Fred Jackson. Yeah, stuff it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you, man.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not even gonna. It's so bad. I'm not even gonna justify it with an answer.
Well, I will say this. Terrence Crawford is ducking Boots. Honestly, I'm so sick of hearing that. Boots, where does he campaign at right now?
147 and 154.
154. He can't make 47 anymore. That's why he moved up. 154. Terrence Crawford. He just won the undisputed championship at 168. Why are they even bringing up Boots? He is not going to pull a Roy Jones and lose 25 pounds and get down to 54.
How about the Iglesias comment?
Oh, my gosh. Iglesias? I'm sorry, who?
Raciel Iglesias. The
I'm sorry, who? Exactly. Who?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that guy? Who's he fought?
He's a young prospect. I don't know.
Yeah, a young prospect. You know what, man? Earn your stripes in this business. That's fantasy land if you're talking about a fight with Terrence Crawford. That's just stupid. Now, G-Funky has the beats. He knows he's in this business. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ortiz versus Boots at middleweight. Yeah, exactly. Because look, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see it at all. Because of Boots Ennis being the product of inflated purses. Guys, get ready for the Bum of the Month Club for Boots Ennis.
How about Virgil versus Bakram?
Oh, man, I would love to see that fight. And friggin' Virgil would kill him to the body.
Oh, my mistake. How about Virgil versus Sebastian?
Fundora?
Yep.
Oh, man, that's a great fight, but I would have to favor Virgil Ortiz because of the intelligent jab and his body, his torso is huge. Think about Sebastian Fundora. He would get folded like a lawn chair and get knocked out by a liver shot by Virgil Ortiz. Now, people don't factor that into the equation. Look how huge his torso is.
Yeah, Joe, but I can say a little bit of the same thing with Virgil because he sometimes gets caught with shots he's not supposed. Like he gets hit with stuff that he's not.
You talking about Virgil?
Yeah, Verge.
I like when do you see him getting caught with shots that he shouldn't?
His last fight at 147. He was getting hit with
I don't even remember his last fight at 147, guys. Like, honestly, it's been so like you remember why he had to move up. Because he came down with rhabdomyolysis, right?
Yeah. Did he get like the last fight, his warm-up fight for one?
I think you're getting mixed up, and you're thinking of his fight with Boachuk. Guys, if you can force Virgil Ortiz to fight off of his back foot and take it to Virgil, then we've got something. But who fights like that at 54? Not Boots, not Murtazaliev, not Sebastian Fundora. Who fights like that? Brandon Adams? Virgil Ortiz would whoop Brandon Adams' ass. He's a tough man. He's a hard puncher. Virgil's too fast, too intelligent. Guys, look who he beat in his last fight. Madrimov is an excellent fighter. Guys, you're forgetting that he's a former champion.
G-Funky says Xander.
Oh, Chingao, stop it. He's just making it funny. Don't forget Xander Tito. Okay, that's hilarious. Man, he couldn't hold up Tito's jock. Come on, Xander Zayas. He's got hands like Paulie Malignaggi. Come on, there's a reason. There's a reason, guys, why Top Rank has been so careful with Xander Zayas. That's not a coincidence, guys. That's not just, oh, well, we just happened to play out that. No, that was by design. They've been handling his career with kid gloves because he's so young and he has so much potential. But if you can't punch at that division, and thank you, Anthony, for joining us. If you can't punch at 54, yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble if you can't punch. Guys, click the link if you want to. Come join me. But let's do it again, guys. Hold on. Daisy, welcome to the show. So do you really think the world of boxing is waiting to see what Crawford is going to do next? No. No, he's not the face of boxing, guys. Like, I don't know why everyone is saying that now. Because he beat Canelo? Guys, Canelo is still the big ticket seller. How many times did De La Hoya lose at this level? Did it diminish his ability to sell tickets and attract fans to the arenas? No, it didn't. Guys, people need to get over this. Just because someone beats you. How about Bivol? Did he turn into a rock star when he beat Canelo? No, guys. And why not? You guys are the real bosses of boxing. You guys determine who the next big star is going to be. Excuse me. So that's a very good question, Daisy. Good to see you. Guys, we're going to do one more of these, all right? You ready for this? Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Guys, we're going to get back into the heavyweight discussion in a bit, and we'll rejoin the Crawford thing and the Boots Center thing in just a bit. Hold on, before we do this. Hey, it's my brother Peter. Hey, Peter, God bless you, man. How you doing, my friend?
Joe, we had a conversation about the Parker Wardley fight,
We were
and
right.
I just had that.
We were right.
I just had that feeling, man. And you have to stop and think: was that kind of a questionable stoppage? Well, it seemed like it was to me, but
hold that thought.
I didn't see Joseph Parker complaining. Did you? No.
Hey, hold that thought. Hold that thought, Pete. And it's good to see you, my friend. I love you, brother. And so I'm glad to see you here. But hold that thought after we hear this truly terrible fan take. Are you ready? Here we go, Peter.
Okay.
Usyk don't come back until next summer. Is Fabio going to wait till next summer and get cold, or does he fight another fight? And if he fights another fight, who is the fight? What's the big fight?
Man, they want Moses to cut the line. They got to do that.
No, because why? When there's so many other people that
because Moses is a superstar in the making, bro. And it's Frank Warren, and he's looking at Moses as the truth. Moses is the truth. Fabio is a great fighter, but Moses is the truth. He's young.
Okay, so why
Fabio's everything that Moses wants to be. Moses hasn't proved it yet, right?
This is
like
not
Fabio
good
keeps proving.
Oh, like why would you kill your two biggest heavyweight stars?
The big fight is Moses Atuma and Alexander Usyk. It just don't make no sense to put Moses in there with him. That's the only reason why that fight's not getting put in.
Yeah, that's why Fabio has just earned his title. Fabio's interim champion.
If Usyk is smart, he'll go take Fabio immediately. He'll get him out the way because he can outclass him. If Usyk don't come back until next summer, is Fabio.
Okay, all right. That's enough. But look, Peter, we're going to get into the call. We're going to get into the stoppage controversy. We're going to get into all that. But once again, guys, I was saying this in the outset of the show with our dear friend Anthony Manzano. Right now, if you're Frank Warren, you want to pull the trigger on Fabio Wardley, Alexander Usyk. You want that fight. You want that fight. Because unlike Joseph Parker, and we heard assholes like Dan Raphael, oh, you know what, Joseph Parker, this is a real injustice in boxing. He deserves the Alexander. You know what? There's a reason why that fight didn't happen. He's not a ticket seller. He demands too much money, and he can't beat him. Now, here's why I like Fabio Wardley. Because he could be losing 9 rounds. And he just needs to land one big right hand. Pull the trigger now. Pull the trigger now. He's in its athletic prime. And he's riding high with confidence. Knowing that, hey, you know, I could be losing 10 rounds. I could be losing on the scorecards. And I can pull it out. Because I've got that one-hitter quitter with that big right hand. All I need to land is one of them. And, you know, it's funny. The British press is calling. Like, you know how Deontay Wilder was, Peter, called the Bronze Bomber? They're calling him the British Bomber. Fabio Wardley. And you know what? I can see the similarities. So your thoughts on pulling the trigger in Fabio Wardley versus Alexander Usyk now?
But if they can make it, but I don't know if Usyk's going to go along with it. I mean, think about it, man. Usyk, he can fight anybody he wants to at this time.
Yeah, can he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's been looking for you. Yeah, it'd be a bigger fight for him to fight Fury again.
I don't think so. One, he's once again grown accustomed to inflated purses. And depending on who he fights, that's why he didn't want the Joseph Parker fight. It was too much money. No one was interested. And it wasn't going to attract shit. Now, Wardley, this becomes a huge UK fight again. Once again, was Turkey involved in the Daniel Dubois fight? No, he wasn't. It wasn't the Riyadh season event. It was a Frank Warren Queensberry Promotions event, exclusively at the Wembley Stadium. But because Daniel Dubois was riding high off of his Anthony Joshua knockout, you could sell it to the British public. Now, Fabio Wardley is in that position, a similar position, where he just knocked out Joseph Parker and is now in line to fight Usyk. You can make that fight in the UK, and it'll be a big fight. Pull the trigger now.
I've always said Wardley was a good fighter, and I always took crap for it. But Wardley is tough, man. He's tough. He's young. And he doesn't quit. And he's got an attitude, you know.
Well, once again, in the immortal words of George Foreman, if you have a decent jab, and if you got a great chin, and you've got heavy hands, you can go far in the heavyweight division. Because he's very limited in skills. Like, it's funny. When you saw Joseph Parker figure out he only has 1 or 2 traps that he likes to set for his opposition. Jab to the body, overhand right. And as soon as Joseph Parker figured that out, he took over the fight. Yeah, it was very competitive because Parker, well, he's not the biggest puncher in the world, even though he's 264. But he's not that good, guys. And we told
I told you he was gonna come in heavy too, didn't I? I knew he was.
Man, dude. Big fat ass 264.
God, man,
when I saw the weigh-in, I'm like, okay, he's getting knocked out late.
I didn't think he was going to get knocked out. In fact, I was kind of questionable about the call, but I didn't see Parker complaining, so I thought, oh, okay, he knew. Okay, it was over.
Now let's address the pink elephant in the room now. Everyone is talking about, Howard Foster strikes again, guys. He's infamous for pulling the trigger too soon. Guys, I'll say this. Was it a good stoppage? No. Was it a bad stoppage? No. I've seen Howard Foster do worse. And once again, Peter said the magic word. I didn't see Joseph Parker complaining, even at the press conference.
It was a reasonable stoppage. I mean, come on.
Yep.
You know, it was reasonable.
I'll quote the great Buddy McGirt. He told me this a long time ago when he was getting a lot of grief. You remember Buddy McGirt when he was getting a lot of grief for pulling the trigger too soon on a lot of his fighters' stoppages?
Yeah.
I asked him that, and he said this. Excuse me. And he said this, and it was very profound. He said, I'd rather pull the trigger a minute too soon than a second too late.
Definitely. I mean, that's a great trainer.
And the way Fabio Wardley punches. Guys, let's look at Paulie Malignaggi right now. Now, we were all giving him grief, like, why are you doing this, Paulie? And then all of a sudden, you're belly aching about Howard Foster pulling the trigger too soon? Come on, guys. This is a brutal sport, right? Even though we're a gentleman's sport compared to BKB and UFC.
It's brutal.
Guys, these are heavyweights.
But boxing is more brutal than BKB or MMA. Way more brutal.
I tell you what, guys. Let's get our brother Ugo's impression of this fight. Let's welcome him to the stage. Ugo, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's up, Peter? What's up, Joe?
How you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going, man? It's all good. Good.
So, did you get a chance to see this heavyweight fight on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm not not that upset about the stoppage. I think the kid had a little bit more gas in there, but yeah, he got cracked. Yeah, he's Ward. Is it too much for me to say, Joseph, that he's somewhat of a dark horse in the heavyweights? He is a solid.
Wait, are you talking about Wardley?
Yeah. He's like underrated a lot, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why he's so limited in skill, but once again, I'll quote George Foreman again. If you have a decent jab, if you have a granite chin, and if you have heavy hands, you can go very far in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Fabio Wardley has.
Yeah, it was a good scrap too, so I enjoyed that.
Dude,
like
it was a fun fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, from the start. Yeah, they were throwing hands. I thought Parker's strategy was mainly. Yeah, I thought Parker's strategy was going to mainly be just to stick and move. And
another thing, guys, I'm going to bring this up, right? Anyone who's belly aching about the stoppage, they're not bringing up. You remember the first time Joseph Parker got hurt in the second or third round? Do you remember him spitting out the mouthpiece?
Yeah.
I don't hear them bringing up, hey, Howard Foster giving him an extra 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, he got his mouthpiece knocked out.
I don't hear them bringing that up. And once again,
he got his mouthpiece knocked out, so.
And once again, Joseph Parker, if you're that wily of a veteran and that experience, why didn't you take a knee?
That's a damn good question. I was thinking the same thing, but
why didn't you take a knee? Take Howard Foster out of the equation. Why didn't you spit your mouthpiece out again, brother? Because he was on Queer Street. That's why, guys.
Yeah.
Trust me, there was enough time left and the entire 12th round left. He was going to get knocked out, guys. Like, should Howard Foster maybe have let it go an extra 20 seconds? Maybe. But what was going to change?
Yeah, nothing.
Anything going to change? Dude, he was just doing the rope-a-dope. Was he really? No, he was on Queer Street, guys. He was hurt, and he was too fat and out of shape to recover. Guys, it would have ended just like the Joe Joyce fight. Howard Foster let it continue. That's it.
That was surprising that he also came overweight. That's the first time I think he's come overweight. At least 260.
Yes, that's a
he was a fat ass.
Never coming that heavy.
Yeah. Usually he was 240. Yeah.
And once again,
Fabio Ward is my favorite fighter out of the Great Britain, except for Chisora. I mean, I like Chisora. I've always, I just like his personality, man. I like the guy. But Fabio Wardley, even when he was British champion, I knew he was going to be really good. You know, and you can talk about his boxing skills, but the guy can hit. He's got a great jab. He can move, and he can take a hit.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Refugio says, "Oh, Joseph Parker did complain. He pushed the ref when he stopped the fight." He
Yeah,
was
well,
questioning. Yeah, you know what? After the fact, he didn't say anything at the post-fight press conference.
nah.
He left the ring. Didn't want to do an interview. Why was that?
Yeah.
Guys,
Well,
he knew that Howard
Yeah,
Foster saved his ass.
yeah.
Howard Foster saved him. He should send Howard Foster a nice fruit basket this Christmas because he saved him to fight on. Once again, guys, we just saw how brutal the combat sports really is. Look at Paulie's face and look at his eye.
yeah.
What he says, you know what? I still can't see out of my right eye right now. And jump too
Yeah,
fast to beat. He says,
you know, I mean, it looked like it looked on TV. It looked different, but you could see at the end of the fight, Parker, he wasn't complaining, and you know damn well he wasn't complaining because he was getting hit hard, man. Because you know Wardley hits hard.
Yep.
He was messing them up.
That's why, guys, right now, if I am Frank Warren, I am lobbying right now to make that Alexander Usyk fight a reality. Guys, make it happen. Because once again, Usyk could be schooling the kid. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, big right hand lands. He's the undisputed heavyweight champion.
Like that belly shot that Dubois gave him.
So here, check it out. SSV Diving has the beat. Let's check it out. Parker is experienced enough to know that he could have taken a knee. Yep, and why didn't he? Because he wasn't thinking, he was on Queer Street. Guys, that tells you everything. Why didn't he spit out the mouthpiece again? Just like he did in the second or third round. I forget what round it was, guys. Forgive me.
He could have took a knee.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't he?
My only thought was maybe
he wasn't thinking. Go ahead, Hugo.
Yeah, maybe he was just trying to wear him out, but yeah, that is.
Well, I tell you what, if that's your plan, that's a very dubious one in the heavyweight division against one of the biggest punchers.
Yeah, I think he was out of. Yeah, he was out of it though. I want to say because the second he tagged him, he fucking instead of he was just in a you could tell the guy was like fucking. I would say he was half out of it, half not, but if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's my only thought, that he was just trying to keep pouring him out and then come at him, but fucking he wasn't recovering right. I don't know.
No, he wasn't going to recover. And I'll tell you why. This is the importance of being in great shape, right? And that's why Fabio Wardley recovers very well when he gets stunned, because he's in great shape. Right? For 33 years old, Parker looks and acts a lot older than he is. He's only 33, guys. Why is that?
Yeah.
Because he has a lot of miles on the odometer.
Yep.
He's gotten his ass whooped and knocked out before. Guys, and when you come in at 264, you're not going to recover. You're a fat ass. Sorry, guys.
Bro, that's his weight. Come on, man. That's his weight. That's the way he fights at.
No, dude,
you know, I mean,
Joseph Parker, when is he ever coming at 264? He's only 6'4".
Well, he came in at 264 against McCauley.
Oh, shit. Against McCauley, who came in at 320?
Well, yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
Parker, even if Parker would have lost the weight, it wouldn't have made any difference. You know that.
So, hold on. Here's my point. You only recover quickly if you're in great optimum shape. That's why you prepare. That's why you train. That's why you go through that wear and tear in an extended 6-week camp. That's why you put your body through that, so you can recover quickly.
That wouldn't have made any difference.
For that reason, that's my point. If you're a fat ass, like Joseph Parker coming in at 264, you're not going to recover from that. Not from that, wow, wicked right uppercut that he threw. That was beautiful. And then Joseph Parker, it took him by surprise. He was like trying to back up Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley just took a back step, turned his body, threw that right uppercut, and it landed right on the chin. And that's where all the trouble started.
Joseph, listen to me, man. I got to tell you, even if Parker would have lost weight, it wouldn't have made any difference. It would have not made a bit of difference. It wouldn't have went 12 rounds because Parker, Wardley hits too damn hard. I mean, I've been watching Wardley when he was a British champ. He's good, and Parker is not that good. He doesn't have a knockout punch. I saw him against Andy Ruiz. He lost that fight. I saw him, even though they gave it to Parker. I saw him against Joe Joyce. He lost that fight. He just, even if he would have lost weight, he would have lost.
Well, look. We that's hypothetical, all of that. And I'm just saying, traditionally in boxing, if you want to recover quickly, you have to get him in great shape. And that lazy fat ass, you could see he wasn't in great shape.
Well, what, he had 2 rounds with Piccoli?
That's why he got hurt and couldn't recover.
He had 2 rounds with Piccoli. Otherwise, like you said, he hadn't fought in 2 years. You're right.
Yep. And we warned you guys going into this fight. And everyone's calling this a great upset. No. It was,
no.
Dude, Wardley was only a plus 300. How is that a huge upset? Guys, the handicappers knew. Of course, Parker deserved to be favored, but not by much. And we told you guys why. His resume is smoke and mirrors. He outpointed a shot Deontay Wilder. He outpointed a guy who floored him twice and who didn't throw a damn punch in the final 4 rounds of that fight, Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah.
And he knocked out with 1 shot in the noggin a fat ass who hadn't even had a camp, who was a last-minute replacement in Martin Piccoli. So you tell me that he deserved to fight Alexander Usyk.
Well, Wardley had
the reason why Alexander Usyk said, you know what, I'm not even going to waste my time.
Yeah.
Usyk said that?
Yep. Why?
Wow.
Hey, you know what? I've got a back injury. Can I have an extension? And then all of a sudden you see him the next week dancing with the stars, right?
I didn't see that. I didn't know he did that.
Freaking hilarious, dude. Where's that footage? That
That's crazy.
Freaking hilarious. Dude, it just tells you everything you need to know. Like, he didn't give 2 shits about that. He didn't give 2 shits about that fight. He didn't care about Joseph Parker. That's a waste of his time. He says, give me a real challenge. Well, I tell you what, I present Fabio Wardley. You could be outboxing him for 8-9 rounds, and guess what? He's got that one-hitter critter waiting for you, brother.
Well, I was surprised by the side selection.
And look. Before you go on, Ugo, I'm going to say this. Just like Deontay, and there's a reason why they're calling him the British Bomber. They're calling him the British Deontay Wilder. Because you can be perfect for 9 rounds. You have to be perfect for all 3 minutes of every round All Fabio Wardley has to be perfect for is 1 second. That's it. He's got that kind of power and that kind of chin, that kind of athleticism, where if he just lands one shot, it may be all for you. It may be enough for you.
I wouldn't call him the British Bomber.
Why not?
That's because
he's a lot more well spoken.
I think he's a better boxer than Deontay. Tell you the truth.
Actually, he's worse.
I don't think so.
I'll explain why. Okay, I'll explain why. This isn't just an opinion. This is me actually looking at the fights. You give me more than 2 traps that he set for Joseph Parker. There's a reason why Parker took over the fight and was winning on points. As soon as he realized, okay, he's going to that trap with jab to the body and trying to throw the overhand right. That's all he does, Peter.
Yeah, I know, but he's got a pretty good jab.
That's right. So does Deontay Wilder. He showed it against. Hold on. What was the Gosh, I forgot his name. Who was the guy that he won the belt from? The guy who knocked out Chris Arreola, the old football player, the guy who was Don King. Damn it! What was his name, guys? Help me out.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, he won that fight boxing with the jab alone. Boxing him from a distance, guys. Oh, Refugio. Thank you, my friend. Berman Stiver.
You remember Deontay, though, back in his young days when he was first coming out. I watched him when he first came out. He was really fast. He was really fast.
Really athletic.
I mean, he had that, he had that athletic speed.
Someone who's not a good fighter cannot beat Luis Ortiz twice.
Yeah. Well, he was really fast back in those days, and then he lost his speed. But Wardley was never as fast as Deontay Wilder. Wardley is a different fighter.
You're right, but Wardley, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't even have the skill set of Deontay Wilder.
Oh, man.
He doesn't. He's arguing. Well, I will say this. He added this new wrinkle. He rolls away from shots extremely well. Defensively, he's a lot craftier than Deontay Wilder, and that's probably thanks to
he's playing out and out smarter than Deontay Wilder was. Just smarter. He's a smarter fighter. In my opinion.
Are you sure?
Well, he can take that punishment because he was never really getting hit that hard.
That's not the point, Peter. You're saying he's smarter. And I'm saying if he's smarter, then he wouldn't take that much punishment like Joe Joyce.
Yeah, but Parker can't hit that hard anyway.
Oh, my gosh, dude. You're missing the point. None of these punches, Peter, in the ring, if you've ever stepped in the ring, you would know that even a guy like Paulie, his punches don't feel downy soft. Even with 16-ounce gloves, none of these punches feel downy soft.
Oh, you got a point there. You got a point there.
Mustang says, welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you, my friend. He says Wilder was a one-trick pony. Yes, that's why they're calling Wardley the British Bomber.
Oh, man.
Deontay Wilder was called the Bronze Bomber. Wardley is the British Bomber because he's
I wish they wouldn't say that. I wish they wouldn't say that about him.
Who cares? Who cares? He's got that one-hitter quitter like Deontay. Who gives a shit? If he gets it done, he gets it done, just like Deontay was. Everyone was saying something about, oh, dude, he doesn't have any skill. Well, you know what? He continues to knock motherfuckers out.
Yeah, he does.
So what's the problem? Wardley should actually wear a shirt to his next press conference in his next fight when it's announced. That's his one pony. Embrace that shit, brother.
Yeah, I always liked Wardley. Always liked him.
Yeah,
and he's a great speaker too. He's a great commentator too. You know?
And immediately following the fight, what did he say? Usyk.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved it. Hold on. Hawker Mustang saying Wardley is better than Wilder. How? You tell me how.
He's smarter. He's a smarter fighter. He's got more upstairs than Deontay did.
How?
Well, okay. I'll tell you how. You've heard Deontay Wilder's rant, and then you've heard Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley talks with intelligence. I mean, he might not be the greatest, but
hold on. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you, Peter. No, I'm not talking about outside the ring. I'm talking about inside the ring.
Well, I'm talking about outside the ring and inside the ring.
Stop. No, you're not saying anything inside the ring. Tell me how he's smarter inside the ring.
Well, he ducks down. He fights different levels. Deontay never did that.
Oh my God.
he actually fights at different levels.
Dude,
Deontay never did that.
Stop. Who does Wardley have on his resume that's as good as Luis Ortiz? Who?
That's a good question.
Or Dominic Brazil, even.
Oh, well, Dominic Brazil, come on.
No. I'm talking about in his prime, Dominic Brazil, before Deontay Wilder trashed his ass.
Okay, you're making a good point. It just seems to me, it's just my opinion.
Hold on. I'm just getting started. Who does he have? Berman Stivern in his prime? When he had just won the title by knocking out Cristobal Arreola? Wardley's never fought anyone like that. Parker, he had been off for he had only fought 2 rounds in 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, how is he smarter? How is he smarter?
I think he's smarter. I just think he's smarter.
Okay, so you just think he is, but you
I
can't
just
tell me
think
how.
he is.
Okay.
I just think he is.
Guys, from what I'm looking at, okay, and I can always tell someone's ring IQ by the number of traps. I will say this, he's more defensively crafty, and he's very athletic in his ability to roll away from shots. He doesn't take as much clean incoming than Deontay Wilder. Now, once again, Refugio has the beat. Parker got destroyed by Joe Joyce. Yep. Okay, Hawker Mustang says, that stoppage was total. Okay, got it.
Remember that Joe Joyce? Remember that Joe Joyce fight, Joe?
Hold on. Real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. It says, Hawker Mustang says, that dog shit referee saved Wardley. I'm sorry, from where I was sitting, I thought he saved Joseph Parker.
Remember that Joe Joyce fight? Parker was hitting him flush. He was hitting Joe Joyce flush. It didn't do anything. And it just occurred to me, that, he's a big guy. He's 260, and he throws a hard punch, but he couldn't knock Joe Joyce out, and he hit him clean a bunch of times.
Well, let me ask you something. Aside from Jalejah,
he hit Wardley. He hit Wardley clean a bunch of times.
Yep, he did. He did.
What happened? What happened?
Does that make him? Does that give him a high ring IQ?
No, it just gives him I don't know. I don't know how hard.
Dude, once again, we're talking about ring IQ here, guys. Oogle, am I wrong? Guys, Wardley is a one-trick pony, just like Deontay Wilder. Oh my gosh. You could tell the referee was very concerned for the well-being of Wardley. Really? That's why he gave Joseph Parker extra seconds by calling timeout when he replaced the mouthpiece in the 3rd round when Joseph Parker was hurt? Did he look like he was concerned for Wardley's well-being? Hawker Mustang, I'll say this right now. You sound like a damn hater.
I just like watching boxing, and I mean, if Parker, he got beat, and I didn't see him complain. He might have made a little bit of a fuss, but it was nothing. And he was clapping when they awarded it to Wardley. So come on, man. Let's face it. He was spent. It was over for him.
The only people who actually think that it was a terrible stoppage are the people who are making a case for Joseph Parker deserving the Usyk fight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Hawker
Understandable.
Mustang says, Parker wasn't hurt at all. Yeah, okay. You don't know what you're looking at then, brother.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
Okay, I'm going to play this one more time because this is a terrible fan thing. Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Where'd you get that?
Okay, here's a terrible fan take from our brother Hawker Mustang. Parker wasn't hurt at all, and he was slipping almost everything. Peter, I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the ball on the tee. The floor is yours, my friend. How would you address this terrible fan take right here? Parker wasn't hurt at all, and he was slipping almost everything.
He was slipping some shots. You know why? Because he was hurt. He was hurt and he couldn't throw. He was hurt and he couldn't throw. He was out of breath. He was done. And he knew it.
Guys, hold on, Peter, I have to take a Vader test. You and Ugo, go ahead and have at it. Enjoy the piñata Hawker Mustang at this time.
Yeah.
But we all saw it.
Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead.
We all saw it. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was out of breath, and he was just about done. And the guy stepped in and saved him.
Yeah, the thing was he just never recovered from. He was a lot more hurt than not. I'll tell you that much. I think he still had enough, but he just. I believe he was just trying to slip as many punches as he could, just to buy himself some time, and then maybe counterattack. But it wasn't enough. Yeah, I didn't think he probably would have been finished maybe the next round if anything. Because by that time, if he didn't recover by then, he just looked, what really were his options other than him just standing there. And then you also can't leave it. That's the one part I don't like about the UK referees. Sometimes they look at certain things and you just don't want to give them any leeway, towards looking vulnerable towards them. Basically, no fighter can do that really. Because
he had enough to keep himself on his feet, but the ref saw it. Ref saw it. That's it, and he ended it. And this is a good thing they did. And you didn't see Parker complain. Parker might have made a little bit of a stink about it, but come on, man, he knew it.
Yeah.
He get it all, guys.
And if it wasn't for Wardley, if Wardley had better shot selection, which I also think he had pretty good shot selection throughout the night. But if he would have had a little bit more, he would have put him out, I believe. If he would have just stepped back a bit and just picked the shots, it would have been, he would have sparked them out then and there. But that's how close he was. He was halfway in. He was already 1 foot in the door, or 1 foot out the door.
Okay, guys, I don't want to play the theme again, but here's another terrible fan take. Hawker Mustang, thank you, brother, for being the butt of all of our jokes. He says Wardley punched himself out completely in round 11. Parker was going to knock him clean out in round 12.
No.
Holy shit. Is that real, or are you just trying to make a joke?
No, it's real. Trust me, Joseph. That's why I called. That's why I always talk shit to the guy.
Oh, my goodness. That is
I like,
crazy.
I know Hawker Mustang, man. I like the dude, man. He saves coins. He's a coin collector like me.
Yeah.
But, we may disagree. We disagree on fights, but in the end, I think they called it right.
Okay. He's still butthurt about this, guys. But look, about you know what? He deserved the Usyk fight. Well, guess what? Apparently he didn't. Right? Apparently he didn't. We're going to show you what Usyk thought about a fight against Joseph Parker. Right? This is what Usyk thought about a fight against Joseph Parker. Right? Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Let's do this, man. Yeah, boy, his back looked really devastated, didn't it? Guys, come on.
Funny as hell.
Dude, isn't that amazing? And that was days after his team filed a petition for an extension because he had a back injury.
No, but he's out there ballroom dancing. An ass. What an ass.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hawker Mustang. Now, listen to what you're saying. Think about it, guys, and I'm going to ask you to think about it. Wardley wasted all of his energy, missing 50 punches in round 11. Parker didn't throw any punches. There it is. There's the magic word. Parker didn't throw any punches. Okay, so
you know what, man? Parker took some hellacious body shots, man. Parker took some damn body shots.
Hold on. If you're not hurt, why aren't you firing back?
Because he took some damn nasty body shots. Hey, Wardley gave him some body shots in there, man. I'm telling you, he was hitting them hard too. You could hear it.
Hold on. Hawker Mustang says, that was a trash UK corrupt stoppage. Okay. Well, then stop watching, Hawker Mustang. If that's what you actually expect in professional boxing, then go watch the WNBA, dude.
I love boxing, man. I mean, it might seem controversial to some people, but I mean, think about it. It's our boxing, man. It's boxing. When you get as old as me, you're so lucky to see these fights.
Okay. Hold on. He says, so let's just say what it is. It was a robbery. No, Ismael Barroso versus Rolly Romero was a robbery. This was not a robbery, Hawker Mustang.
No way.
Come on, dude. Dude, are you just obtuse or are you just a damn hater? Because you sound like either one. It's like, dude, are you really that dense? Like, dude, come on, dude. I know you're a canalita, dude, but stop.
Yeah. Even if I had to bet on the next round, Joseph.
Hawker Mustang says this, Hugo. I give you all the excellent fan takes. Okay. You're going to make me again. Keep going.
Yeah, I would have, if I had to bet money on the next round, even let's say that the outcome was obviously not, if the fight didn't stop that round, if I had to put money on somebody, I'd put still money on Wardley to finish him. Because the kid just needs one shot. He just needs one more. He just needed one more shot to put him out, regardless of. Because another thing that's very telling for me, when Parker was in there, he wasn't even trying to. I don't understand the point of standing in the same spot if you are looking for a shot to counter. That's the thing, It's very telling. A lot of times, if you are hurt like that, most guys that are thinking or actively thinking, they're trying to put themselves either in a position or in an angle shifting in a different way. But he was just standing in the same spot, so just a lot of waist movement and
Guys, once again, was he doing the rope-a-dope?
No.
Once again, if he were thinking, take a damn knee. because it was obvious he was hurt.
Yeah, he was doing what I.
Get out the
He was
mouthpiece.
right.
So remember when before the fight even happened and you were on, you had one night on, you said it's a trap fight. Remember it's a trap? And I said, yeah, it's a trap fight. And you said, well, Joseph Parker, he's going to have to fight perfectly every round. And I said, Wardley's going to win. But we both knew Wardley was going to win. You knew it. I knew it. And it was a trap fight.
We told everybody. We told everyone this was going to happen.
You remember, man. You remember that.
Yep, I love Big Luke. He says, the WNBA banned bitch ball. Look, guys, it's a huge money loser. Hold on. I don't care what he deserved, Joseph. What the boxing... Oh, stop it. Real boxing fans. Get the F out of here, brother. Real boxing fans. Hold on. You just want to... dude, I don't have a dog in the hunt, brother. I don't care. I don't look at the sport the same way you do, brother. I don't care. Like, why are you saying this? Oh, you just wanted Parker to lose, and it's lame. No, dude. You just wanted Wardley to lose, and that's even lamer. Like, dude, why? Like, dude, what has Usyk ever done for you? Why are you on this guy's nuts? Has he ever taken you out to dinner? Has he ever made you a sandwich in your kitchen?
He probably fantasized. Yeah, he's probably fantasized about Usyk doing that for him, but can't do it what we want.
Like, dude, what do you want him to dance for you like that? Is that what you want?
Usyk, man. Usyk's a different. Usyk's a different deal, man.
Refugio has the beat. He says, Hawker, did you lose money on this fight or something? Because you sound like a straight up hater. Do you sound like a straight up hater, brother? Hey, man.
I don't know how anybody couldn't like Wardley, man. I mean, I've been watching him for a long time, and you got to like the guy. He fights his ass off. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, and look, guys, look. In my opinion, guys, the Usyk fight is much more entertaining with Fabio Wardley than a fight with Joseph Parker. Guys, let's be honest. Does Joseph Parker
yes.
Hold on. Let's be honest, guys. Does Joseph Parker have a prayer against Alexander Usyk at this time?
No.
Now, guys, now think about this scenario. With that one-hitter quitter and that iron chin, does Fabio Wardley?
Oh yeah, it makes for a fight with high entertainment value, just based solely off of that, of those characteristics.
That's it, guys. That's it. Guys, this just got cranked up to first class. I want to see it. I want to see it, damn it. Maybe I'm weird, but I want to see this right now.
Hey, Usyk's last fight with Dubois, who was up in the ring? It was Caballero. Caball's looking for it too. Caball's looking for it. And now we have Wardley sitting there in a great spot. I mean, anything can happen. But we got a great heavyweight. I'm telling you, the heavyweights are good this year. If we can get those fights, we're going to be lucky as hell.
Guys, now Hawker Mustang is comparing Joseph Parker to Muhammad Ali.
Oh, Jesus. You shit me.
Guys, I'm going to play it once again because it deserves it. Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Guys, we're having fun.
Mohammed? Wow, man. Not Mohammed, man. Don't bring Joseph Parker, Muhammad Ali. You got to be shitting me, man. That's crazy.
Joseph Parker, the best dealer, is the new Muhammad Ali. He was trying to get him in with the rope and dope. Holy shit. Dude,
Oh man.
Oh, dude. Hey, man. I'm sorry, Joseph Parker lost, Hawker. I'm sorry, brother. Dude, what a month you're having. You've got Canelo and Joseph Parker losing in the same month. Woo! Guys, this is so much fun. Holy
The
shit.
thing that used to amaze me about Ali was he was so strong, man. I mean, he didn't look strong, but he was so damn strong.
It was that iron will. That iron will. Where was Hawker Mustang's rope-a-dope against, or I'm sorry, where was Joseph Parker's rope-a-dope against Joe Joyce?
Yeah.
Good question.
Hey, where was that Muhammad Ali iron will to win against Joe Joyce, brother?
Yeah. Because at least when Muhammad Ali was doing all that, what made that particular matchup impressive was even when he couldn't evade Foreman's shots, he still took them, you know? So that, that alone tells you. George Foreman was a motherfucker looking back with the power department.
Now, when have you ever seen Muhammad Ali come into the ring at 264?
Nah, he was 210 and most lean, jacked.
Dude, he wasn't a stupid, lethargic fat ass and a meth dealer like Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
Yes, Google Magic, guys. Look it up.
You look at Ali, though, man. He didn't have a bunch of ripped abs. He just had a big set of shoulders and a good. I mean, that guy could swing, man. He could swing. He could swing.
Heart.
Yeah. He and strong, strong as hell.
Joseph Parker, where's your heart, brother? If you really think Joseph Parker was jobbed, well, you need to give the memo to Joseph Parker because he wasn't complaining.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Parker could have pressed it more too. He could have showed something. I don't know. I still think.
Once again, I'm going to bring this up. Another terrible fan take. Here it goes. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Where is it? Hold on. No, I'm trying to find it. Corrupt stoppage, my ass. Hold on. Here we go. Parker didn't throw any punches. He says, think about it, guys. Wardley wasted all of his energy missing 50 rounds and 50 punches in round 11. Parker didn't throw any punches. Why? Why wasn't Parker firing back when Howard Foster was the ref? And if you're keeping tabs, guys, I've seen a lot of fanboys like Hawker Mustang bring up Carl Froch versus George Groves. Right? Compare that. It's not even close, guys. This wasn't a terrible stoppage. Was it a good stoppage, in my opinion? No. He could have let it go for another 20 seconds.
It wasn't bad.
But it wasn't a bad stoppage, guys.
Yeah.
Parker, who had been knocked out by slower than molasses Joe Joyce, was going to end up the same way. If you want to talk about someone getting saved, Howard Foster saved Joseph Parker. Now we can go sling meth again.
Yeah.
Parker might have been standing up, but he wasn't there, and he knew it.
You know what, Joseph? Now that I think back about it, the thing that also told me otherwise that he wasn't hurt was that even after the fight finished, he looked stiff out. You know, after the fight was called off. You know, his movements after the fight was called, he still looked stiff, and that's if he wasn't hurt, he would be able to like walk normal. That guy was like walking like like he hurt his hip or something. So
he was hurt.
He was done.
He was hurt.
Yeah. He was done. Yeah, on stilts, exactly.
Ching now, guys. Oh, hold on. Now it goes to Usyk, and once again, we already knew this. That's why we brought up Usyk and dancing. When Usyk watches Wardley, I don't care. I don't care. Is Usyk going to be favored? Yes. Does he deserve to be favored? Yes.
Yep.
In all likelihood, does Usyk outbox Wardley? He should.
Yep.
But I'm saying the fight is much more interesting because of Wardley's one-hitter quitter. Will I be favoring in the build-up to that fight if it happens? Am I going to be favoring Usyk? Yes.
Yep.
So what are you talking about, Hawker? You sound like a damn fanboy.
You know, Usyk hits a hell of a lot harder than people think he does.
Well,
He
yeah,
hits hard. Usyk does.
Yeah, just ask Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Dude,
He'll club you.
He just asked Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, especially the second fight, he destroyed him. Yeah, which I was very satisfied by that. He should have folded that guy easy. Yeah, I was talking too much shit.
People always say stuff about Usyk's style, but the guy hits hard. He hits like a doggone freight train, man.
Let's just nip this in the bud. Let's just nip this in the bud right now. For some reason, Hunter Mustang thinks that I dislike Alexander Usyk. There's nothing not to like about Alexander Usyk.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's great for the heavyweight division, and he's an all-time great.
Yep.
Now, once again, is he, in my opinion, is he taking advantage of a lackluster division, of a weak division, of a weak era in heavyweight boxing? Yes. Plop him
well, if I was him, I would too.
Now, once again, you can't fault Usyk for that. You can't fault Usyk for that. Oh my gosh, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Look at this shit. Hold on. I'm going to play this once again. Here we go, guys. Shit.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
I can guarantee you this. An undefeated Joe Frazier at the time when he beat Muhammad Ali would give Alexander Usyk everything that he could handle, and by volume and by that left hook. Because once again, if you know what you're looking at in the ring, what are southpaws susceptible to? The straight right hand and what punch? The left hook.
Left hook.
Yeah.
And with that pressure, hey, you know what? He seemed to be wilting. Like, how did he handle the old man pressure of Derek Chisora?
He cracked.
Yeah, he wasn't doing too well, was he? Imagine him against little Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier would put him on an undefeated Joe Frazier would put him on his ass. Dude, like
I don't know, man.
Can you say
I don't know about that, man.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know about that. Usyk's a big boy. He hits hard and he's fast.
That's right. He does. He does, and he's a very nimble feet. But could he get out of the way of old man Derek Chisora?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Derek Chisora. I love Derek Chisora.
Hey, Pete, it's a yes/no question.
Yeah, he can get out of the way of it, and then he can take a punch.
Well, then why did
you know? I mean, Usyk can take a punch. Dude, he's a pretty. He's pretty.
Once
pretty
again,
good.
Look, Usyk is a great fighter. I like Usyk.
Yeah.
I like Usyk. There's nothing to dislike about him. That's not my point. My point is, if he had his hands full with old man Derek Chisora, imagine him in the ring with a prime undefeated Joe Frazier.
Bro, Derek Chisora and Joe Frazier, both of them are bulls. I mean, those guys are great, man. And Usyk could outbox him. Usyk is tough. He's pretty damn slick. Okay. He don't give up easy. He ain't going to give up easy. You know, Usyk is not going to give up easy. He's going to find a way back.
That's not the point. He's not going to give up ever. He's undefeated, guys. He's undefeated for a reason. And, dude, when I was calling the first Fury fight, everyone was telling me during the broadcast, including my partners, Adam Lopez and Lee Cleveland, they were saying, oh, man, Tyson Fury is making this fight look easy. And what did I say? I said, hey, you know what? There's still a lot of time left. Special fighters make adjustments. Usyk is a special fighter. Watch him make the adjustment, guys, and make this a fight again. Because at one point in time in the first fight, Fury was making it look easy. And
Yep.
what did Usyk do? He put it in fifth gear, took the fight to Fury, and almost stopped him. And once again, I'm not taking anything away from Usyk. What you're saying, though, oh, little Joe Frazier. Oh, man, he hurt Muhammad. Yeah, and he'd do the same thing to Usyk. Guys,
Love Joe Frazier, man.
Dude, I can't
Love
believe
Joe
you're
Frazier,
even
man.
saying this. Look at this. Look at this. Joseph, you need to explain why Muhammad Ali lost it. Because Joe Frazier is an all-time great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, it is.
Dude, what are you smoking, Hawker? I want some of that.
Joe Frazier? Are you shitting me? Joe Frazier? Come on, man. Joe Frazier was I mean, how could you not like Joe Frazier?
Oh my gosh.
The guy was amazing, man.
This has become comedy hour, Hawker. You need to take this show on the road, brother, because dude, this is comedy. This is straight.
And you know what? And you know what? Joe Frazier was such a good guy, man, because he worked with Ali on those fights, and Ali, he just treated him like crap, and Joe just sucked it up and got him in the ring, man.
Look. To be fair, Muhammad Ali traded all of his opposition like crap.
Yeah, but he was mean to Joe, man, and they knew each other. They were friends. I don't know if they planned it or what.
No, stop. Here's another one. They couldn't stand each other. They couldn't stand.
They used to ride around in cars together talking about making a fight.
Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier?
Yeah, they knew it. All those guys knew each other, man. They knew each other.
Maybe so, but look, they didn't act like it, and the public was.
Well, no, they were trying. Boxing was different back in those days, man.
No, it's not. Well, in a lot of ways, it's different, but in terms of fighter mindset, listen, Peter. In terms of fighter mindset, you're right. Like, this is why I can't stand the whole ducking argument. This is
me either.
Guys. These guys all fight. They're fighters, guys. And chances are they've already faced each other in the amateurs. They're like on any given day, Sebastian Fundora, you ask him, hey, do you think you can knock out this guy? Fuck yes. These are what they do. They don't fear anybody. Ducking is a fan-driven concept. By guys,
they're all game. They're all game, man. They're game. They're game. They never lose. Even when they lose, they don't lose. You know,
exactly.
They're game.
Here it is. Listen to this, Peter. Hawker Mustang says if Wardley was really going to knock out Parker, then you guys should be pissed off at the referee stop. Look, I don't care. Did I want to see a clean knockout? Yes. Did I think it was inevitable at that point? Yes, I do. Do I think Howard Foster saved Joseph Parker? Yes, I do. Did it ruin my day? No, I thought we witnessed a great fight. Credit to Joseph Parker.
Yeah, it was a great scrap.
It was a good scrap.
Excellent heavyweight fight. Are we going to see one again? Guys, let's knock this myth out right now. Joseph Parker will not get a rematch. And why? What do we profess on this show, guys? You guys are the real bosses of boxing. And if there's no demand monetarily, financially to see a rematch, we're not going to see it. I promise you, pay-per-view numbers were shite.
Yeah.
Even in the UK. So guess what? We're not going to see a rematch. Just like we're not going to see a rematch between Pacquiao and Mario Vargas. Why? Why aren't we going to see a rematch? Because if there's a fight that merited a rematch, it's Mario Vargas and Pacquiao. Why aren't we seeing a rematch of that? Because no one cares.
Yeah, it was nothing.
I think you're the only one who cares about seeing a rematch.
I thought it was a great fight. I thought Parker and Wardley was a great fight. And you know what? If you're a boxing fan and you didn't think it was a great fight, you're out of your mind. because I mean,
God.
why do we even watch the fights?
Okay,
I mean, that was a damn good fight.
Look, I think now Hawker Mustang is just saying shit just to hear the terrible fan takes theme. Because this is truly, this may be the worst comment he's made all night. I believe that Muhammad Ali fought in the most overrated heavyweight boxing era. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now you're high on crack. You're smoking that shit that Joseph Parker just sold. Right?
Hey, Joseph Parker did the best he could do. Okay, it was a good fight.
It was an excellent fight.
I can't believe fight fans would actually look at this fight and think it was a horseshit fight or somebody got robbed. No.
Oh my gosh, now, dude. Now, once again, I'm right. He stated this: Little Joe Frazier would have gotten knocked out by Butterbean. Ching Yao, dude. Stop it. Like,
quit reading those. Joe, quit reading it. Quit reading it. You're just getting frustrated.
I didn't
Come
know
on.
if you met Beterbiev or Butterbean. I don't know, but they're both ridiculous. Guys, Joe Frazier's an all-time great. Stop it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ching out, dude. Like, yeah, you're right. I need to just stop reading that shit because that's ridiculous, guys. That's freaking ridiculous. Guys, it's time to get excited for November 8th. It's happening in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Virgil Ortiz, November 8th versus, the Hammer, Erickson Lubin, guys.
Erickson Lubin, man. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Floyd Schofield Jr. getting a hand injury? And he's not going to be able to compete against JoJo Diaz. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, man, that's a mess. That's a mess.
That sucks. That's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in his 2 big fights coming up, right, he claimed injury in a very dramatic way in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And he ducked out of his fight against Shakur Stevenson. Now he's ducking out of his fight against JoJo Diaz.
He had a big chance. He had a big chance, man. Floyd had a big damn chance to do something. What did he do? He crapped down his leg.
I don't get why. I don't understand.
So what's happening now? What's changed? How many times does he want a network or a promoter to believe in this guy?
Oh, God.
If I am Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, I'm giving up on this, on the Floyd Schofield train.
Yep.
Or you take him back down the line, you know.
This guy has Panocha written all over.
Yeah, I don't get it. The kid's talented, you know. He's exciting, you know. He's I like watching his fights, but I don't know what's wrong with him.
I was a big fan of Floyd, man. Really, man. You know, I really like Floyd. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, neither does anyone else. This is it. Look, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah. That's why I'm not giving him any passes, Joseph. He's another guy that just joined the list of people that I'm not giving passes to. So
I don't even understand it, man.
He's a Panocha. Guys, come on.
He's got to prove himself.
He is a pretender, not a contender. And that's it.
Yeah.
I've had enough. Like, dude, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. How long are they going to deliberate this negotiation?
Shit.
Big Panochas. Big Panochas.
Yeah, man.
Panochas.
Look, I'll say this. Joseph Parker, at least he's not a Panocha.
Yeah.
He got some balls. He agreed to fight the very dangerous Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, he stepped up.
That was the most unfortunate thing too, Joseph. That's the most exciting he's ever looked to me, Parker.
Exactly,
but he got his ass whooped and he got finished. But it's a shame, you know. the one time he shows up and finally gives somewhat of an exciting fight, he gets finished, or yeah.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Hey, all I have to say is thanks for playing. Thanks for playing, Joseph. Hey, you actually earned your money tonight. Thanks for playing, brother. Because I tell you what, he's got Joseph Parker. He's got Deontay Wilder on his resume. He's got Zhilei Zhang. He's got Martin Bakole on his resume. Oh, he's going to easily beat Fabio Wardley.
Well, I didn't think that.
Well, of course not, because you actually know what you're looking at in the ring. You don't just focus on resumes. Guys, we told you this was going to happen. We told you this was going to happen, guys.
You got to hand, you make a good point, though, Joseph. At least Parker stepped up into the ring, even though it was a trap fight, and it was, because Wardley's a badass. And I knew it was going to, I knew it was going to be from the beginning. I mean, Wardley, he can hit. And it was only a matter of time for Parker because he's not that good. But, Floyd Schofield, I really like that kid. And I don't know what the hell is he, and you brought him up, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is he doing? What's he backing out of these fights for? He could have made a lot of money, and what's he doing?
Well, apparently now he's claiming that he hurt his wrist. Oh, mijito, he hurt his wrist. Oh, poor Floyd. Give him a pass. He hurt his wrist. Chingao, this is the fight game. How many fighters do you know of that go into a fight 100%? None. Zero.
None of them. None of them. They're all hurt.
Every fighter that I've ever talked to, I said, hey, have you ever gone into a fight 100%? And they said no. Because if we do go into a fight 100%, we feel that maybe we haven't trained hard enough. Guys, every fighter goes into a fight with a lingering injury. In my opinion, this has everything to do with money.
You think he wants more money?
He was convinced by either his dumbass dad or someone in his circle who convinced him, oh, man, you shouldn't be fighting on someone's undercard like this. You're a star.
Yeah.
Probably his dad.
Chances are, in my opinion, that's exactly what happened. Guys, I have to take another Vader test because I'm old. You guys take over for a minute, please.
Go ahead. Yeah, the comment with his dad, Peter, he is the end all be all when it comes to his camp, so I would imagine his dad has a high influence over him, so he's the guy that probably came up with the idea. It's just the wrong mentality to have, man. You want to showcase your skills in every opportunity you can, You don't want to work your way up to that position. I'm not necessarily for A-side treatment, but if I am going to call myself the big honcho, right? The big enchilada, the number one pound for pound, whatever top aspirations I have to take everybody out, I have to bake the fights and decapitate everybody on my way up there, And it's the wrong mentality to have, man. Yeah, it's the wrong mentality to have. I don't know. I don't understand the thought process. I mean, it's one thing about being, because this particular, these last two incidents, like I said, I'll give him a pass in the Saudi Arabia thing, but with this one, it just breaks his momentum more. He's barely trying to build up his momentum. Because look, he appeals to a lot of different fan bases in boxing. People like his style. He's entertaining. So that alone should allow you. He doesn't necessarily have to build up a lot of more momentum in his career, but this shit just cuts it down. There's no point for it. Now, what's the better option? Now you make no money instead of making less money? I don't know about you, Peter, but I'd rather make less money than no money at all. I mean, shit.
I think he's listening to his dad. I think his dad has a major influence on his career. Yeah. Because every time I see them, they're together. And I think the old man is telling him you should do this, you should do that, and he's listening. And, I mean, you can't really blame him for that because it's his dad. I mean, I listen to my old man, but
he's not he's not a kid anymore. He's an adult. He can make his own decisions. He needs
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. He probably doesn't have anybody else to look to for decisions except for his old man.
Stop it. Yeah, you can say
no, I'm not stopping it, man.
Yes,
I mean, how close?
Peter, you could say the same thing about Devin Haney. It's bullshit. At some point in your life, Peter, think about this relatively. You got to put on your big boy pants and make your own decisions.
Yeah, but
so
obviously he's listening to his old man.
Oh, stop it. When did you stop listening to your old man, brother?
17 when I moved out. But here's the deal.
Okay, so
I'm a different guy.
Okay, you're a different guy. Yeah, okay.
I'm a different man, man. Here's the deal, man. I mean, he's in the fight business. His old man's his trainer, and he probably listens to him close.
He isn't his trainer. His
promoter
doesn't know shit about boxing. Dude, Devin Haney. Like, if you look at Bill Haney in comparison, dude, Floyd Schofield Sr. makes Bill Haney look like Emmanuel Stewart. This guy doesn't know shit. And everyone has been telling him, including his manager, Mike Miller. And I know this to be true. He's a panocha. He's soft. He's a fraud, guys. And if I am Oscar De La Hoya, I'm cutting his ass loose. He's dead weight. He's not worth the money. And that's the reality, guys. Guys, let's focus on the man.
You can't book him. You can't book him for a fight.
No
you
shit.
Can't book him for a fight.
No shit. Who are you going to fight him at 35 that's going to make money?
He had a chance.
Hold
but,
on,
I don't blame Oscar one bit.
Hold on. Listen to this. We're going to bring this up, guys. Can you see him fighting the winner of Sam Noakes versus Abdullah Mason?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Can you see him fighting the winner of Andy Cruz versus Murataya?
Yeah.
Hell no.
He ain't gonna do it though. He ain't gonna do it.
Those guys can punch.
Well, yes, but Floyd's a good puncher. He's fast too. He ain't never gonna get the fight. He ain't never gonna get the fight.
Show it against a live dog. Don't say it. Don't sing it. Bring it.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the holdup is with his career, man. It's over and above my comprehension what they're doing.
That's my point, guys. That's my point. It's like, dude, if he's ducking out of fights already, and this is twice now.
Yeah.
This is twice now. If you're Oscar De La Hoya, are you going to waste your time, your effort, your money on this panocha? Are you going to do that? And guys, if you don't know what panocha means in Spanish, look it up.
Panocha.
Ugo.
He ducked twice, bro. He ducked twice. That's once is bad, but twice is too much.
Ugo. Tell him what panocha means.
It means it's anonymous to Canelo. So not
No, keep going. Keep going, brother.
Yeah, not brave, uncourageous.
You can just say it. We're among friends. You can say it.
Yeah, you go on there.
He's no, he's a kind of he's a bitch, That's what he is. He's a pussy. He's a pussy. He's a vagina.
He's a puto. Puto.
Mas puto. Oh, mijito.
Mas puto.
Oh, you hurt your wrist in sparring. Ching out, dude. You're ducking out of a fight in an easy payday with JoJo Diaz. Come on, dude. Can you say you're gay without saying you're gay? Yes, I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jump Tube says, how would Lupe say it, Joe? Mira, por eso, no mames, güey. Floyd Schofield Banocha Jr. Yeah, there it is, dude.
Hey, you know, JoJo's a good fighter, man. He might have thought, hey, this is the wrong shot for me, man. Who knows?
No, dude, it's all about money. This guy thinks he's a star and deserves millions.
God.
He's from San Antonio, dude, and he couldn't sell shit in San Antonio. Hold on. Daisy, thank you for hanging with
I like the shit out of JoJo, man. I do. I always like JoJo.
You know what, dude? I used to, and once again, I interviewed him a lot right out of the Olympics when he was competing as a super bantamweight. But until I discovered that he showed his papaya to underage girls, I'm sorry, I can't stand that guy. I will
really?
Not put that. Yep, look it up. It's public record. He was sued.
I always thought he was a great fighter, man. I always liked the way JoJo fought.
I used to. Now, honestly, I hope everyone beats his ass when he steps in the ring.
Well, they're gonna.
Okay, here it is. Daisy Sanchez says Canelo lives in some people's head rent free. Jeez, I think that's a stab at you, Hugo.
Yeah, I am not surprised, Joseph.
Yeah.
What more can I say? I mean, there's nothing else to be said. You know, not my fault.
I will say this. Okay, now that Daisy brought up Canelo, where does Canelo go from here?
Oh God!
He goes to the retirement home. The retirement home, Joseph.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I think Hugo is right on the money. Who does he fight at 68?
Yeah, I've heard they threw the idea around of Plant, Caleb Plant, and I don't know, man.
No. You mean the guy that just got his ass whooped?
Yeah. Supposedly there was a rematch rumor. It's fucking stupid. It's
got it. No one is interested in that.
Fuck no. Yeah.
He's going to sell as many pay-per-views with that as he did with John Ryder. No one wants to see him go. Caleb Plant.
I hate to see him go, man.
So I'm going to ask you guys, who does Canelo fight next?
He fights the Avengers, Joseph. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna fight Iron Man, the Hulk.
And once again, this is real. We're not being haters. Daisy, I'm gonna ask you right now, sister. Who does Canelo fight next? Come on, Canelita. Let's hear it. Who does he fight next? I hear crickets.
Come on, man. Come on, Joe. We're all fight fans, man. Let's face it. We hate to see Canelo go, but he's gonna go.
Dude, look, I'm not saying dude, I love Canelo for the sport of boxing.
Me too, man. But his time's up.
Hold on.
His time's up, bro.
Daisy has a great answer. She goes, whoever he wants, and he'll still be making what he makes. Really? So you think he's going to make the same amount of money for Caleb Plant? You think Turkey's interested in that? Okay, so Sherman, welcome to the show, says injuries are part of the game. That's right, and fighters will fight through injury to make that payday. This is all about money, and I've been in this business long enough where I know this to be true. Hey, but thank you for hanging out, brother, and thank you for a comment. God bless you, brother.
Yeah, especially hand injuries, right?
All athletes play through injury. Football players, basketball players, soccer players, they all play through injuries.
Okay.
Fighters play through injuries too. Fighters fight through injuries too.
Let me explain the business, guys. This is why fighters will always fight through injury, because they don't get paid if they don't.
Right.
That's why I know that this is all about money, because I've interviewed and I've worked with enough fighters to understand that no one goes into a prize fight feeling 100% healthy. They always have a lingering ailment. In fact, my good friend Jesse James Leha, you remember Jesse James Leha, right?
Yeah.
Jesse James Leha, great guy. One of the best guys I've ever met in this business. And he used to always say, you know what? I used to tell myself that I get paid to train because that's the hard part. I always get busted up. I always have some kind of injury, some rib injury, some shoulder injury, hand injury. And so I always had the frame of mind where I get paid to train. The fight night, that's the fun part. Your friends come out, the lights, the camera, the action. That's the fun part. The training is the grueling part. That's where you get your wear and tear. That's what shaves years off of your life. And so
that's where they get the black eyes, man. That's where they get the dislocated shoulders. That's where you get the busted ribs.
Just ask Keith Thurman. So once again, guys, I'm going to say this. Every fighter goes into every major fight with an ailment, with a lingering injury. Floyd Schofield's decision was all about money, and I know this to be true. And she asks, and once again, thank you for hanging with us, Daisy. Says, oh, Canelo wouldn't choose Plant. Why would he do that? Because he's damaged goods, just like Canelo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Refugio has the beat. Says Canelo is finished. Jake Paul is rubbing his hands, just like Birdman.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually the real answer. That's the real answer. Yeah, that's the real answer there, Joseph. Jake Paul, more than likely. But I would like to comment. I think Daisy is probably also damaged goods, if I had to guess. But anyway, carry on. Carry on.
You're right on, bro.
Stop it. She's a lady. We're going to treat her like that. Okay, don't say that, my friend. But yes, she's suffering from Ganalita disease, or she can't handle the truth. She can't handle the truth. But don't ever say a woman is damaged goods. That's very ungentlemanly of you. So apologize right now.
She started it.
Oh, man.
I was here minding my own business, Joseph. She started it.
Nope. You're a gentleman. Just because a woman starts something doesn't mean you have to finish it. So apologize right now, my friend.
Nah, I can't do that,
Joseph. Damn. Okay, so I'll apologize for you. Ugo's a gentleman, and he's on my panel, and he never meant to say that a woman is damaged goods. That's terrible. Okay? We love women on this show. We adore women. In fact, to a fault. So, Daisy, it's okay. Every fighter comes to the point of their career where they have to call it quits. It's all right.
Yeah.
Life goes on. And Daisy
hate to see him go.
Look, I'll say this. Daisy, what a woman. No needs. Joseph, words are just words. You know what, though? Words mean something. Words mean something. And so on behalf of Ugo and everyone attached to WaraWeek Boxing, I sincerely apologize, Daisy. You're a lady. God bless you, sister, and we love you here.
Yeah, put up the disclaimer.
Hey, you know what, dude? It's my responsibility. I have to do that. God wanted me to do that. So Sherman says, smart fighters only fight when they optimally I don't even know what that means. Smart fighters? Is Peter? Smart fighters? Do you think Usyk was feeling 100% when he stepped in the ring with Tyson Fury?
Oh no. He's probably banged up.
Yep.
You know, those guys in training, man. Come on. You know it as well as I do. They get banged up in training, man.
If Peter is right on the money. If you've ever been in a fighter's camp, you see what they go through, and they put their body through hell. That ice bath you see them in at the end of the day, yeah, that's needed.
You can see it on the ring walk. You can see it on the ring walk. Sometimes they got coming down there with a black eye, you know, or you know, they're kind of wincing. And the reason being is because training, man. God.
Look at Keith Thurman when he was butthurt that this fight was postponed and moved to January 24th. Did you see his eye when he was bellyaching about that? And there's a reason. And we addressed this on the last show. There's a reason why he's so unhappy that this fight was postponed, because he doesn't think his body can handle another grueling fight, a training camp. Guys, these things are brutal. If you've ever been in the gym to see the grueling two-a-days, to see that they're getting their ass lit up in sparring against world-class opposition, you know that they're like, fuck me, dude. Now I need to go through another one of these because it just got pushed back to January.
Yeah.
And old man Keith Thurman is like, man, I don't know if I can put my body through another one of these.
Yeah.
That's the reality, guys.
Well, yeah. Like, in case in point, look at somebody like Dimitri Bivol. That guy's relatively unscathed, statistically speaking, especially of all-time fighters right now. He's the least hit in the whole sport. Yet when that one individual, his female counterpart, his former ex, revealed all those injuries he had. He has like fucked up shoulders, fucked up knees, fucked up back, part of his back. It's just like, wow, what the fuck? You can never tell though, but that guy is pretty damaged along the way. Just part of the sport, man. It's a grind.
Guys, it's part of the sport, and once again, this is why. And to Hawker Mustang's defense, this is why a lot of people are belly aching about the Howard Foster stoppage. Because for my money, yes, I do like referees like Thomas Taylor, like Jack Reese, giving fighters the benefit of the doubt. Because that's why they train so hard. You want to give fighters the benefit of the doubt because you know how hard they work and you know how hard they train.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. With that said, special consideration needs to be taken in the heavyweight division. Okay, there's boxing, and then there's heavyweight boxing. And when a guy like Fabio Wardley is trying to take your head off, and you're seeing stars already, yeah, you need to be very, very careful if you're the third man in the ring or the guy in charge. Do I fault Howard Foster for stepping in when he did? No. Was that the best stoppage I've ever seen? No. Was that the worst stoppage I've ever seen? No.
Yeah.
Guys, once again, Peter said it best. I didn't hear Joseph Parker complaining post-fight. Guys, that says it all. He was the one who was at the opposite end of Fabio Wardley's shots.
Yeah.
Not you, not anyone else. It was him. And if he wasn't complaining, you guys shouldn't be either.
Yeah. And then how many times have we seen fighters that they don't think they're hurt, but you look at their body, just, your body's never going to lie. You might have the spirit to stand or move or partially be aware, but even when he pushed the ref, he looked fucking out of balance. So, add another point to the whole.
So guys, once again, if he had his faculties about him at that time, why didn't he take a knee? Or, better yet, why didn't he spit out the mouthpiece like he did earlier in the fight?
He couldn't take a knee because he was standing there and he was on autopilot. Otherwise, he would have. But
exactly, Peter. That is a great statement. And hold on. Usyk is ducking. And wait a minute, who's he ducking? Joseph Parker? Really? He just beat up Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, and you think he's avoiding Joseph Parker? That's a. Do you want me to play that dancing video again, guys? Chingal. Hold on. Refugio says, I mean, Virgil Ortiz got rhabdomyolysis by overtraining. Exactly. Refugio has the beat.
Yeah.
Guys,
I mean,
it's serious. Once again, you can play baseball, you can play football, but you can't play boxing.
Yeah.
You can't play
you
boxing.
can get hurt boxing. You can get hurt boxing.
You cannot play boxing in the gym, in sparring. Like, you can't. Guys, this is serious business. And there's a reason why we love our fighters. There's a reason why we love this sport.
Yeah.
Because we're in awe of these guys who walk through fire for belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand like how you can be delusional like with the Canelita lovers and Daisy and his people. But like when I truly support Inoue, for example, or Usyk, like I said before, Joseph, I respectively I don't care about those countries. I don't like anything about their country. I think both their countries are overrated. But when I look at a guy like Inoue or Usyk when they fight in the ring, man, I see they're great to watch, man. They're great, and they're class acts, and they respect the fan base, and that's what I want to see in the sport. I'm tired of seeing these guys that like the Haneys and all these other people. You know what I mean?
Dude, listen to this, guys. And once again, I'm gonna have to play this one last time before we let everyone go. Right? Here we go, guys.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
So Shriman, thank you for hanging with us, says he's ducking Caballel and Moses Italma. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, hold on. He said Alexander Usyk.
Oh.
Okay, let me see. A guy who has a stellar amateur pedigree, a gold medalist in the Olympics, cleaned out the cruiserweight division, beat Anthony Joshua twice, beat Tyson Fury twice, knocked out Daniel Dubois at the top of his game, and he's ducking Caballel and Moses Italma.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And then he looked better.
I got a question. I got a good question for you. It's a serious question. I want you to take it into consideration. Okay?
All right.
Do you actually think that Usyk is going to fight again? After everything he's done, do you think he's going to fight? Do you think
in my opinion, because of the money that he's demanding, no, I don't. I don't
either.
Just like I think Crawford is done, guys. And we're going to end this on this. Crawford, because of the money that he's demanding, I don't think he ever fights again. Who's he going to fight? If it isn't a rematch with Canelo, if it isn't Jake Paul, who's he going to fight? He's not fighting brutes because there's not enough money. Regardless of what diehard fans think, like they may think that that's the fight, but who else thinks so?
Yeah.
Once again, to make this a super fight, right? Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, shit. Here we go. The footwork and hand speed are levels above. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. The footwork and hand speed of Caballel? Really? Or are you just referring to Moses Italma?
Yeah.
Look, Moses Italma is a baby in this business.
Yeah.
He may look the part right now, but Frank Warren is a Hall of Fame promoter, and he knows to take his tune. He can take his time with him. And hold on, Jump Tube has the beat. Look at that. You see that, Trimming? Yeah. That's what we all think of that statement, brother. And once again, I would play the theme again, but you know what, man? I've heard enough of my awesome Kenyan accent.
I don't see Usyk fighting again. I think Usyk's just going to say, okay, fine, have it.
Like, why? What incentive does he have? There's nothing left.
None.
He's got nothing left to prove. He's an all-time great, and he's cleaned out the top of this division. Like, who would he fight? Kabiel for no money? Forget it. Moses Itama for no money? Forget it. Who's a big enough attraction that's going to garner the kind of payday that he's looking for and he's grown accustomed to receiving?
Yeah.
Ask yourselves,
nobody.
guys. This is a business, and fighters do not like to take a step back. Let's take, for example, Jermell Charlo. After making $10 million rock against Canelo, how much is he asking for a fight against Duran Crawford?
Yeah. 10 million.
He's asking for 10 million. These guys they don't like to take a back step when it comes to paydays. Once they get that kind of money, they're like, you know what? I'd rather retire than take less for doing the same job.
No, you can't blame them. I wouldn't blame them.
You can't. You can't. And once again, as much as I like to bellyache about these fighters, it's not their fault. If someone is dumb enough to offer them that kind of money, like if someone's going to offer me that kind of money, I'm not going to turn it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so JumpTube says this. Let Itama clean out the division and fight Usyk, the final boss. Look, he'll be 41 by that time.
Oh, man. Ain't never going to.
Look, guys. As much as Frank Warren is saying, oh, man, Usyk. Guys, they're just saying that to put him in that echelon.
Yeah.
Right? They're not serious, guys. And I know this because I've worked with enough fighters and promoters. They're doing this to plant it in the minds of every diehard fan that he's of that ilk, that he's the next guy that's going to be the undisputed champion in heavyweight boxing, that he is the future badass of the heavyweight division. That's the only reason why they're mentioning that, but they're not serious.
No.
Okay, so if they were serious, then they would have put him in the ring with Frank Sanchez, because he's a southpaw and he's crafty. If you're planning on fighting Alexander Usyk, wouldn't that be great preparation for Alexander Usyk to fight Frank Sanchez?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Yeah, Usyk, I don't see Usyk fighting again.
I don't.
I think he's going to retire.
Just like I don't see. Honestly, I'll be honest, guys. Unless he fights Jake Paul or a rematch with Crawford, I can't see Canelo fighting again, guys.
I can't see Canelo fighting again either, or Bud.
Like, think about this. If Crawford is demanding $100 million for his next payday, how many fighters are going to merit that kind of payday? Who's he going to fight?
Yeah.
The only two I can think of is Jake Paul and Canelo again. That's it.
Jake Paul.
Right. So
Jake
now
Paul.
Jake
Paul. Quit saying Jake Paul. That guy's irritating.
Wait a minute. Not fighting? Is he not garnering interest from big networks like Netflix?
I hate that dude.
Well, I tell you what, I hate that guy too, and I think that's the point. Most people tune in to Jake Paul fights to see him get his ass whooped. That's the point.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a reason, even as much as I like talking shit to people like the Canelo lovers and Daisy and all the other these creatures, yeah, there's a reason why I don't talk about fake Paul, man. He's he's a very unfortunate symptom of the era that we have. So I
Well,
don't
you
know.
know what? You've got the diehard fans to thank
Yeah, terrible.
because they
Because
steal everything.
yeah,
Hold on. Joe, good to see you, Jesus. Good to see you, my friend. He says, Joe, why is Pitbull versus Roach on pay-per-view? It's out of necessity. How many fights on Amazon Prime with PBC have not been on pay-per-view?
literally all of them.
All of them, and it's out of necessity because they don't have a network deal.
Yeah.
So
Especially,
basically, if you're going to purchase this, you're basically paying directly the fighters' purses. And
yeah.
if you love boxing, you'll have no problem doing that. Okay? And once again, like a matchup with Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr., guys, tell me that's not a good matchup.
That's a good fight.
They're gonna throw down. Yeah.
Yep. So why wouldn't we purchase that? Now, once again, if you know, being one of the real bosses of boxing, if you know that your money, every penny, is going to the fighters, why wouldn't you want to pay for that? It's not going to a network. It's going
Yeah.
to the fighters,
Yeah.
right?
It's not.
Because
It's,
this is
yeah.
a distribution deal only. No network is paying for this. This is you guys. You guys are paying their purses. Both fighters are only going to make what you guys are willing to pay.
Yeah.
So you tell me, Jesus, why wouldn't you want to spend money if you know that your money is going to go directly to the fighters?
Yeah, it's better than paying that money towards fake Paul and Canelo for sure. I don't see why.
For sure, man.
I don't see why people are complaining about this being a pay per view. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good fight. It's a high entertainment value. I would think even on paper, they're both gonna come and throw down. They're gonna go to the center of the ring and
And
scrap.
guys, I for one am really looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
Hell yeah, especially
Me
given
too.
especially Roach's last performance. I think some people are still high on that, but it's gonna be very telling. When they meet up.
Look, guys, Lamont Roach is a natural 30-pounder,
Yeah.
right? He was catching Tank Davis, and we told you guys before the fight that I told everybody that Tank Davis, he's got 1 foot into retirement, and he's
Yeah.
not taking this fight seriously, and it's going to be the toughest fight of his career.
Yeah.
I
I
told
also
everybody.
told, yeah, Joseph, I also told other people what you told me to tell the Tank people, and they didn't want to listen either. So I wasn't surprised.
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time.
I said what you said to the Tank people. I relayed the message
Are you
about
talking about
what you,
Tank fans?
the Tank fans, yeah, the
Okay, they're
Tankites,
in
or I don't know
denial.
what they call them. Of
They're
course
in
they are.
denial.
No, yeah, but that's what I said. I tried to tell them, and they were like, "What are you? You just hate PVC. You're a PVC sabotage."
Okay.
I was just like, "What?" I
Okay.
was like,
Once again,
"What?"
back in June, guys, back in June, someone said, "Oh man, that rematch between Pitbull and Roach, Roach and Tank Davis.
Tank.
Oh man, that's going to be straight fire." And I'm like, it's not going to happen, guys. This is back in June. I told everyone it's not going to happen. And they said, well, why? I said, because he's going to fight Jake Paul in November. And everyone said, oh, you're crazy. I said, no, I know this to be true. He's got 1 foot into retirement. He's not interested in fighting legit competition anymore. Like, he hates the business of boxing.
And Floyd promoted him so good in the beginning. And he had Tank going so good. And Tank was actually drawing people. And then all of a sudden he just, I don't know, man.
Well,
It's like,
look,
God.
once again, guys, the business model, and I'll say this, If anyone thinks that Dana White is going to be the savior of boxing, we've already seen this at PBC. How well does the in-house model actually play out? How well does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
Seen how it plays out, guys. And if Dana White just wants to keep everything in-house, yeah, it's not going to work, guys. Because boxing has so many different moving parts. You have to play nice with the other kids in the sandbox, or else it's not going to work. Because one reason, fans are the real bosses of boxing, and they know better. You can't say you're the best in any division if you're not paired up against the best. Guys, why do you how did it play out in the welterweight division with these assholes from PBC saying, "Oh, you're on the wrong side of the street, Terrence Crawford"? What was the fight that the real bosses of boxing were asking for? They wanted to see Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. And what was their response? "Oh, you're on the wrong side of the street." Yeah. How did it play out?
Wrong side of the street. That's so stupid. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
And guys, the same thing is getting ready to happen with Dana White.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Guys,
especially
we've already
that
seen this. It's not going to work. Have you seen the latest interview with Oscar De La Hoya and Ariel Hashwani, whatever his name is?
No, I hadn't seen it.
They asked De La Hoya, "So are you worried about Dana White?" He said, "No. Because I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, because I know that I have the infrastructure to cultivate and nurture the next big stars of boxing." He doesn't. And unless he's willing to work with every promoter who currently promotes the biggest stars of boxing, so what is he going to do? De La Hoya said something very profound. Said this guy's a non-factor until he can produce and cultivate the next big stars. It's all lip service.
I like Oscar, man.
Is De La Hoya right?
Yeah.
He's right on the money, Peter. That's why, honestly, guys, we've already seen this play out. And correct me if I'm wrong, but PBC's stable was much bigger than Dana White's. Guys, this is going to be a non-factor. Dana White, yeah, good luck. Best of luck to you, Baldy.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Good luck.
Best of luck to you. Hold on.
Lau que Dios, Dana.
Holy shit, Jesus.
Crawford Thurman.
Oh my gosh. I will buy if under $40 or see Crawford versus Thurman. Why the hell would you want to see that fight?
Who knows?
Ching out.
That's a crazy fight. That's a crazy fight. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Ching out, dude. Crawford. Look, honestly, the fight that makes the most sense, if you're talking about two has-beens at 154, then you're talking about Thurman versus Spence.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, but
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, he's saying Jesus M is saying Crawford versus Thurman back then. I would have loved to have seen that. But why didn't it happen? Because of that wrong side of the street bullshit. And now Dana White wants us to be excited about that same bullshit happening?
Yeah,
we know better, guys.
Yeah.
And once again, you guys have the power to say no. You guys are the real bosses of boxing. And every real promoter, not Dana White, every real boxing promoter knows this.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're not seeing a rematch between Parker and Wardley?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
You guys don't care to see it again. Why do you think we're not seeing a rematch between Mario Vargas and Manny Pacquiao? Because you guys don't care to see another one.
That was
Are the real
that was pathetic, man.
bosses of boxing, and we're going to end tonight's show talking about the prospect of Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2026 on Netflix.
Oh God! Again?
Yeah, 17 years past its
Holy shit!
Friday,
Can you believe that? Can you believe that, man? They are really feeding us a line, aren't they, out here? Jeez.
Look, guys, and this is what tells me that Netflix, if they're going to be involved with boxing, they need to hire someone who actually knows boxing.
Yeah.
Because look at everything that they've purchased up to this point. Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Yeah.
All the, I hate to say this, all the dyke matches.
Yeah. The female.
Crawford versus Canelo. And now Jake Paul versus Tank Davis.
Oh God.
Someone needs to hire a boxing guy if they're going to be involved in boxing.
I'm not going to watch that fight. I'm not watching that fight. That doesn't even make any sense. Jake Paul against Tank Davis, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. It isn't even boxing. It's a doggone circus. And
okay, hold on. At least those are two active fighters. Now we're talking about Manny Pacquiao, who's almost 50, against Floyd Mayweather, who's almost 50. And once again,
it's just as bad.
And you guys were initially clamoring to see that matchup. That was 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Does anyone care to see it now?
No. Nobody even knows who they are. I mean, think about it. Time passed on. Their time came and gone.
Yep, guys, let me tell you why this fight's not going to happen. I know Netflix is interested, but this is why it's not going to happen, because Floyd Mayweather hasn't received the memo that he's not worth he's not worth the money any longer. Guys, he still doesn't understand that that he doesn't carry that kind of demand any longer.
Yeah.
How did Manny Pacquiao's last pay-per-view do? Only 120,000 purchases, guys. That says it all.
And they were all in the Philippines, paid with pesos.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's the only people that were watching them.
No. This is just strictly American market sales. 120,000. Hawker Mustang, this is the smartest thing you've said all night. I don't believe any boxing pay-per-view is going to do well anymore. Ding, ding, ding. Big winner. Chicken dinner. Because it's a broken revenue stream. Dude, and look. This is why our only salvo in the American market is Netflix. And until they hire a real boxing guy to make real fights happen, then we're still going to be floundering in the American market. Like, this is a terrible dilemma that we're in, anyone who's in the boxing business.
Yeah.
This is a terrible dilemma, guys. And I'm sorry, the answer is not Jake Paul versus Tank Davis.
No.
And I'm sorry, the answer is not, Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora.
I can't even believe they're making that fight. Seriously.
Are you talking about Pac versus May?
No, I'm talking about Fundora and Thurman.
Yeah,
it's over in about
That's supposed to be buried on the undercard of January 24th.
Jesus.
Yeah, so guys, if you hadn't received the memo, and it's going to be announced soon, it's going to be Manny Pacquiao versus Rolly Romero for the WBA welterweight championship on January 24th. In the co-main event, it's going to be Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight championship. And then it's going to be Sebastian Fundora versus Keith one-time Thurman.
Oh, God. That's the worst. Thurman and Fundora, the worst fight on the card.
Well, honestly, we'll see, guys. If Thurman can make it past another grueling training camp. And let's be honest, guys, and we mentioned this on last week's show. When is the last time he's had 2 consecutive back-to-back training camps?
Bro, I don't want to see Keith. I don't want to see Keith do that. Keith's going to take some punishment, man. I don't want to see him do that, man. I don't even know why he's taking that fight.
Once again, guys, go back and look at Keith Thurman's face when he was asked about how he felt about this fight being postponed. Look at his face, guys. He had been through the gauntlet. He had been through the ring. He had taken a boatload of punishment in camp. He can't put his body through another one. He's too old. He's too inactive. Peter, how would your body react to you going on the road again?
Oh, bro.
30 years ago?
Quit it. Just quit.
That's what I'm saying, guys. You can't, this is a young man's sport, right? Here it is, guys. Joe,
I'm a Keith Thurman fan. I like Keith Thurman, but come on.
Yep, so do I, guys. And once again, I've interviewed him several times, and I've always liked Keith Thurman as well as his original trainer, Dan Birmingham. And he said, Joe, if Barrios versus Manny didn't, neither were Rolly versus Manny. Yeah, but Rolly versus Manny is going to be bankrolled by Turkey Al Sheikh. This is a Riyadh season event.
Yeah, it's more than likely that's the fight that's going to happen then, Joseph.
This is another smart comment from Hawker. Says, the only way I want to see Manny versus Floyd is in BKFC. I'd pay 2 bits for that one.
Hawker,
I would love to see that. Bare knuckle? Oh, yes.
Right. Hawker, I got a better one. I want to see you and Daisy in BKFC. How about that? That would be very entertaining. Very entertaining.
What, in a pillow fight? In a
Bring it, Daisy. Yeah.
No, it's 2025, Joseph. No, full contact fight. Just let's see it.
Hey,
I'll pay money for that.
What? My money's on Daisy. My money's on Daisy, brother.
That's good. That was a good one, man. That was funny as hell.
Okay, guys, we're going to close out with this.
Hey, we ain't ducking and dodging nobody. It's time for Fact or Fiction.
So, Fact or Fiction, Hugo. Virgil Ortiz will knock the fuck out of Erickson Lubin on November 8th. Fact or Fiction?
Fact. Only fact. Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Too much power, too much speed, too much angles, too much aggressive. Offensively, it's just too much. The kid's just gonna. We're gonna see, especially if he's coming on weight. Virgil's looking pretty like a monster, So it's a hard matchup, yeah, for Lupus or whatever his name is.
Lubin.
Erickson Lubin. Yep.
Yeah, I call him Erickson Lupus, but yeah, right, whatever.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Lupus. Damn, dude. That's some hard shit, dude. Come on now. Damn.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah.
Freaking Lupus. Oh shit, that's serious, man. Yeah. Okay, one more time, guys.
Hey, we ain't ducking and dodging nobody. It's time for fact or fiction.
Okay, before we move forward, what did you guys think of my Floyd Mayweather impression right there?
It was good.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Guys,
Didn't even sound like you.
Let me just add, guys, that all of these voices that we do on all the intros, that's my voice, guys. Like on the intro, me, Emmanuel Stewart, that's my voice. And I'm going to play this one. This is my homage to Ricky Hatton right here, too.
How we doing, love? It's time for Goga's mythical matchups. And no, I'm not making a comeback. Oh, you can't afford me, can you?
Oh man, Ricky.
Yep. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah.
You know what? Ricky Hatton was a great guy. And that's my voice right there, though. Isn't
That's
that great?
good.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Ricky Hatton.
Yep.
Yeah, I seriously thought the first time I heard the Floyd, I thought that was actually Floyd. The first time I heard that sound, but Joseph on the show, but then, yeah, that's pretty good. Solid.
Thank you, man.
10 out of 10.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
I do all of my own impressions there. And that's not AI, guys. And I'll say this. I used to do voice characterizations for a lot of companies, and AI put me out of business.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like it's funny. I used to do Morgan Freeman all the time because it was a lot cheaper to hire a beaner like me who does a Morgan Freeman impression than the real guy. Same Watson Ale. Either get busy living or get busy dying. That's damn right. Yeah, that's my Morgan Freeman impression, guys.
Yeah, that was good. You know, I got to tell you, man, AI, a lot of stuff that I listen to is AI anymore. I can tell right off the bat.
Oh, wait. John Boxing is picking Lubin over Ortiz. Who is John Boxing? I don't know who that is. But Hawker says Peter also does impressions. Do you, Peter?
You know, yeah. You know about Erickson Lubin. I think that's going to be a tough fight for Virgil. I don't think he's just going to waltz it, but because Lubin's been around a long time. He's got a lot of experience. I don't know how his gas tank is, but he's got that fight in him yet. I say that. You know, I'm not.
Okay.
You know, I'm not for sure.
I'll say this. The thing that I like about Lubin in this fight is he knows that he's up against it.
Yep.
And he's a man who's got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
And what do they say about a fighter who's got nothing to lose? He's a dangerous man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But I will say this. Looking at his performance against Jesus Ramos Jr. Yeah. If he was very hesitant in letting his hands go against Jesus, yeah, well, look, he's going to sleep on November 8th, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, Jesus is a big guy too. Jesus is 5'11". I don't think Lubin's that big.
Yeah.
And guys, if you want to talk about a robbery, we've been talking about bad decisions tonight. I'm sorry, but the Howard Foster stoppage has nothing on the judges at ringside who scored that fight in favor of Erickson Lubin that night. Let's be honest, guys. Jesus Ramos Jr. deserved that win. Dude, Ugo, what are you doing, man? Are you in a monsoon or something?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right, brother. Yeah,
I just always liked Lubin. I always thought he was pretty good, and I respect him for taking the fight against Virgil. Virgil's tough, man.
Yep. He's a real dude, and my hat's off. My do-rag. I tip my do-rag to Erickson Lubin. And what the hell is John Boxing?
I don't know.
T. Sanders, welcome to the show, T. Sanders. Good to see you, my friend. Says John Boxing is a legend. I don't know who the hell that is. Okay, hold on. Says he's got more subscribers than you do. Yeah, so does Showbiz. Does that mean he knows more about this business than I do? No. So what's your point? Guys, look, I take great pride in having a more discerning clientele than the Boxing Voice, than Showbiz Pizza or whatever it's called. Look, guys who want to learn more,
Showbiz
listen
Pizza.
to my show. Right? You remember Showbiz Pizza? You remember that?
No,
Peter?
no, I don't. Showbiz Pizza. That's funny.
Yep. So, guys, once again, if fans actually want to learn more, they're going to tune into my show. But if fans think that they already know everything there is to know about boxing, they're going to tune into the Boxing Source. Or, I mean, not the Boxing Source, the Boxing Voice, right? Or Showbiz, whatever, or 2-Ton the Grotesque, or whatever. Guys, look, if you want to hear the real from people who are in this business, then you're going to tune into my channel. But do I give a shit how many subscribers someone has over me? Hold on. John Boxing is the mascot of LDBC. What do gay people have to do with this? I'm sorry. What does the alphabet group have to? Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of LG. I'm thinking of LGBTQ.
Yeah.
LGBT. I'm sorry. What is LDBC? What is that? What is that?
Lion's Den Boxing Community. Lion Den Boxing Community.
What does that even mean?
It means it's a Lion Den's boxing community. You know, it's like a community of Lion Den's people that.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Hawker Mustang says, what do you think about Punch Drunk Boxing? The platypus man, the guy whose eyes are too far apart, he looks like a platypus. Does he know anything about boxing? Hell no.
Fuck no. Especially that guy. That guy's what a piece of work that guy is, man.
Look.
Everybody has an opinion, man. You know, I mean, all these channels have opinions.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem with boxing media today. Once again, guys, what happened to real journalism in this business? Look, as much as I like to ridicule Dan Raphael, he's still a journalist. All these clowns are on the YouTube platform are glorified fans with a camera and a mic.
Commentary.
It's not even intelligent commentary. It's fan-driven nonsense.
Absolutely.
I defy anyone to tell me who my favorite fighters are.
Right.
You're not going to be able to do it because I'm objective in this. Right? So Peter, if you had to guess, tell me who my favorite fighters are right now.
Oh, I wouldn't even try to guess, man. You know, I know you have your favorites. You know, I know you have your favorites, man. So,
okay,
you know,
tell me, who are they?
Oh, Virgil Ortiz.
Nope. Wrong.
Bam Rodriguez.
Nope.
I like Bam. I like Bam too.
I love Bam, but he's not my favorite fighter.
Canelo Alvarez.
Okay, that's way off, dude. Okay, so tell me who's my favorite fighter right now.
Your favorite fighter right now. Okay. I'm looking into my crystal ball.
All right, go ahead. Tell me who's my favorite fighter right now.
Bud Crawford.
He's one of them. Yes. Now you wouldn't know it because of how much I criticize his business acumen, right? Guys, that's what I'm saying. I'm objective. You're going to get the real on this channel. It's not fan-driven rubbish. Okay, so who's my favorite fighter right now? And
David Benavidez.
He's one of them, but no. Okay, so I'll tell you guys right now, and you would have never been able to guess it. Right now, my favorite fighter in boxing is Arthur Beterbiev.
Oh yeah. I like Arthur Beterbiev too.
But who is the first one to tell you that his body is breaking down because of roids?
You.
Does that sound like he's my favorite fighter? No, dude. I give it to you real. I will be objective on this because I'm in this business. I'm not a fanboy. I don't give a shit, right? So go to another channel if you want to hear fan-driven rubbish.
Okay, I'll tell you who my favorite fighter is at heavyweight.
Okay, I can say this. I can guess right now it's Fabio Wardley.
Nope. Caballero.
I would have. That was my second guess.
Yes.
And it's funny. Peter's one of those guys that likes to pull the wild card out. The guy who's avoided. Those are his favorite fighters. I've already ascertained that. The dark horses. You favor the dark horses. And I know this to be true in every division. But that's a great
we just have fun though, don't we? You know, I mean, think about it.
And guys, we're already almost 3 hours in. And my voice is almost shot. But I'll say this, it's been really, really fun, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hawker Mustang says, oh, your favorite fighter right now is Wardley. Well, I can guarantee you he's got more balls than your favorite fighter.
You know, I got to tell you, I love Arthur Beterbiev. I mean, the guy is...
Right now, he's my favorite fighter.
Yeah. I love that guy.
I would have never guessed that in a million years.
No, I wouldn't have.
Because, once again, guys, we don't play favorites here. Oh, hold on. Hawker says, I told you earlier that Beterbiev would beat Little Joe Frazier. Dude. Oh my gosh. In what weight division, Hawker?
Joe Frazier?
In what
Did
weight
he say
division?
Joe Frazier? Did he say Joe Frazier?
He said Joe Frazier, yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, my answer to that would be Beterbiev wouldn't even make it to the fight. He would get injured in camp.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just put that away, right?
Joe Frazier, man. God.
Come on, guys. Dude, and once again, that was just in jest, and I know that.
What is it? What is it with people and Joe Frazier? That's what I want to
know. Look, it's just Hawker. That's all. It's not people and Joe Frazier. It's Hawker. He's just talking shit because we spoiled his plan or his ideal matchup in Usyk having a layup against Joseph Parker. Well, sorry, brother. Your boy Fabio Wardley ruined it. Now he's going to be facing a guy who's arguably the hardest puncher in the division at this time, in his prime. How do you like that? Okay.
Joe Frazier used to make me excited, man.
Can you?
I mean, when you saw Joe Frazier in the ring, you were excited.
Yeah,
I mean, it was exciting.
Unlike Joseph Parker, unlike Alexander who couldn't sell out my living room on a Saturday night. Now, look, he says this. Most people call him Smoking Joe Frazier, but I call him Little Joe Frazier because you're an asshole. And I'll say it again, Hawker Mustang. Even though I love you, I'm going to call you an asshole. The most overrated era in heavyweight boxing. Once again, can you say you don't know shit about boxing without saying you don't know shit about boxing? Okay, so now this is how we know it's a joke. Yeah, we've seen what Mike Tyson did, Marvis Frazier. Dude, yeah, haha, funny. Guys, we're almost 3 hours in. We're going to get our parting shots. Okay, we're going to listen to this one more time, as an homage to all of Hawker's terrible fan taste tonight.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
By the way, that was again me doing a Kenyan accent. How do you like that?
From Kenya, all the way from Kenya.
Well, the best I could, and obviously, yeah, that's not my best accent. So, yeah. Hold on. Hawker finally tries to redeem himself by saying this. Wardley is cool. It was actually a great fight with a lousy ending. Yeah, lousy ending because you were rooting for Joseph Parker. There it is. Look, man, this is what you guys don't understand. I don't have a dog in the hunt. I don't care. This is why I'm very good at sizing up matchups and telling you who's going to win on a consistent basis. Because I look at things objectively as I can. And I don't play favorites because I don't care. I love boxing. And my only bias is if it's good for the health of the sport, then I'm in favor of it. If it's bad for the health of the sport, then I'm wholeheartedly against it. That's my only bias. In terms of matchups with individual fighters, I don't care. Unless I'm working for that team and they're paying me. And even then, I'm still probably going to be able to match them up objectively.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing, you don't have a choice at that point. I mean, you know who's going to win, or you have a good idea who's going to win. You have it in your head, you're going to win. You have your favorites. There's nothing wrong with that.
We'll close everything out with this. Ugo, we want to get your parting shots as well as your prediction, initial prediction, for Lamont Roach Jr. versus Isak Pitbull Cruz. Who wins that fight? Why? And your parting shots.
I got Cruz, UD. I think Roach is just a lesser version of whatever style Tank is currently at, whatever that is.
With no
He's
power.
not with no power, yeah, or with some power, but some speed, but it's not enough. I think Cruz. First of all, he's a guy that I don't think he'll ever get knocked out by anybody. But add to that, the kid's ferocious. I mean, he's been a bit undisciplined, but I think he has enough to make not necessarily outclass Roach, but it might look like that. I think, but he'll coast to UD pretty 12 rounds. So, and parting shots. Looking forward to the November 22nd card. I already called in ahead of time, actually 3 weeks ago. So, be watching that. Looking forward to the good string of fight. I mean, this is the only thing that's been somewhat surprising about this current season of boxing, that at least the fight's been good. So I'm for sure happy about that. As little as often as it's been happening, it's still pretty kick-ass to enjoy a good fight. Last Saturday was a good scrap. So yeah, that's it. Shout outs to you guys.
Bro.
Shout outs to what?
Guys,
sounding good.
And
sounding
once again,
good, man.
Thank you for all of your input tonight, brother. And once again, we had a lot of fun for 3 hours. And guys, don't forget, and Ugo, I'm telling you, don't forget to watch on DAZN this week from Manchester, England. W.A.W versus Parker. This is a very underrated matchup at 175. It's flying under the radar. No one's talking about it. Guys, don't miss this one. This is going to be a great fight. And we're going to talk more about this as the week continues. But guys, don't miss this matchup from Manchester. This is an underrated barn burner, guys. It's going to be a great fight. And this is a crossroads fight. Both men need to win this. Joshua W is coming off of a loss. To stay relevant in the division, he needs to win this. And this is a statement-making fight for Parker if he can beat the always tough Joshua Buatsi. Guys, don't miss this one. This is going to be a great main event. So thank you, Ugo, for everything tonight, man. We love you on the show. Peter, your parting shots and who wins in Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr.?
I'm going with Pitbull. And the reason I'm going with Pitbull is because I think he's going to be able to cut the ring off. Lamont's a great fighter, but he's going to get cornered, and Pitbull's going to work him over. And the reason being, he's going to chase him around the ring, and then he's going to catch him in the corner because the thing about Pitbull is he can cut the ring off. He cut the ring off against Tank, and he won't have any problem cutting the ring off against Lamont. So I think it's going to be a beatdown. I think Pitbull's going to go after him. Hits hard, great shape. Love the kid. I've always had a lot of faith in him, man. I told him 2 years ago Pitbull was going to be a champion, and he proved me right. So, and parting shots with boxing fans, be happy with what you got. Be happy with the fights that we're getting. Even though 2025 hasn't been that good a year, 2023 was good, 2024 was good, 2025, not so much. But still, be happy with the fights we're getting. We're getting some good fights. Don't be too pissed off about Wardley and Parker because you knew how it was going to end to begin with. We all knew what was going to happen. That's my parting shot.
Say that. You say that, but no, Parker was here.
Cut out, Joe.
Damn, I think he lost connection. He'll probably come back.
Yeah. Hey, man, I like your parting shots, bro.
Oh, appreciate it, Peter. Yeah, well, it's
it's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a fan of boxing, so I also look things as objective as I can. Obviously, I have my favorites, but ultimately, I want to see boxing be better. So always,
Yeah, I would do.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, guys,
I wish
sorry
you'd
about
go-
that, man. I'm sorry.
I wish you'd go more mainstream, man, and we could see it on, network television and start putting it on network television again. So, the young kids could get to see it and be, enthusiastic about it, but they're just not putting it up there like they used to.
What are you guys talking about? Prize fights in American market?
No, just boxing in general. He was just commenting
That's what I'm saying, man. It's become a fringe pastime in the American market, and that's the only reason why Turkey Al-Sheikh is calling upon the services of Dana White, because he has no idea how to fix it. But I'll tell you
Bro,
what.
When I was a kid, I used to sneak down the hallway. And my grandpa and my dad were sitting there watching black and white television, and they were watching boxing on TV.
That's right.
And I used to sneak in between. Yeah. And I used to get in there between them and watch boxing. And then he'd tell me to go back to bed, after a couple of rounds. And I go, but I want to keep watching with you guys because it was an American pastime, man. It was the number one, it was the premier spectacular of United States boxing. And now it's like it's like they don't even promote it on network television. It's so frustrating. I mean, everything went to hell. It seems like.
Yeah, big time, brother. And once again, guys, as much as fans like to point fingers as who's to blame, everyone, including the real bosses of boxing, you guys are to blame for this. Once again, it's in the American market. You look at the fans right? Think about this. You look at the fans in the American market compared to the fans in the UK market. It's like night and day. Since the advent of social media, you guys stop treating these are heroes in boxing with respect. You guys would rather argue with them thinking that you did something, you accomplished something. I can tell you this, in the UK market, they still look up to their heroes in boxing. In America, you guys just want to troll these guys on social media. Oh, look at me, man. Look at me. Shakur Stevenson actually replied to my terrible comment making fun of his mother. Guys, if you love boxing, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
If you love boxing, then love the sport. Love the pastime. Financially support it. Because it's not going to get any better until you do. And those are my parting shots, guys. On behalf of Anthony, Oogle, Peter, and everyone in the chat, I'm Joseph Heron. You've been listening to WaraWeek Boxing. Have a great evening, everybody.
W.A.W presents Big Time Boxing USA on WaraWeek Radio.